Chapter 140. Lin Xian thought about it and said, I won't be going tomorrow. I have something to do. Lin Xian was going to Ling Ying's place for dinner tomorrow night. During the day, he planned to go to the Gale mercenary group to see Miao Xiaomiao. But it's such a good opportunity. It's a waste not to be with them, Linya said. Why should I be with them? Isn't it enough to be with you, little fairy? Lin Xian smirked and placed his hand on Lin Ya's thigh. Lin Ya's body trembled and she quickly removed Lin Xian's hand. No. Lin Ya hurriedly said with a red face. Lin Xian moved closer to Lin Ya's ear. He loved it so much when he saw the look on her face when she hit his ear. Little fairy, you're really beautiful today. Why don't you dress like this tonight and… Lin Xian put his hand on her leg again. Linya bit her lips and looked at Lin Xian. She put her hand on Lin Xian's hand so that he couldn't move. Then she said seriously, Little Xian, why are you becoming more and more like a rogue? Little fairy, isn't this better than before? Also, it's better for a boy to find a girlfriend with sweet words. You said it yourself. But you're always touching me. Linya couldn't say that she was disgusted. She was just shy and held a grudge against him. Plus, they were in the company and Lin Xian had said that she was going to wear her pajamas tonight. That made her feel even more embarrassed. She couldn't imagine that scene. It's all little fairy's fault. You're too sexy. Lin Xian pressed Linya down on the sofa. Linya struggled subconsciously. However, the result was the same as that night. She gave up and let Lin Xian do whatever he wanted. Knock, knock, knock. Just as Lin Xian was about to take the next step, someone knocked on Lin Ya's office door. Linya reacted quickly and sat up. Lin Xian let go of her. She might be able to do other things, but Linya couldn't let go of that one step. However, Lin Xian was fine with it. What he had now was enough, wasn't it? Linya quickly tidied up her messy hair and clothes and said, Come in. Lin Ya's secretary, who was also a pretty lady, walked in. She was surprised to see Lin Xian, so she walked over and said, Mr. Lin, this is the information I've compiled about the resources department. Please take a look. Put it on the table. The secretary put the documents on the table, then closed the door and left. However, she was very surprised. Wasn't the person in the room Lin Ya's brother? But why was Lin Ya's face so red? She wasn't sure if she saw wrongly, but it was red. I'll lock the door. Lin Xian quickly ran to lock the door. Xian, I need to work. Linya blushed and looked at Lin Xian. Then you can work on my bed. Linya, no. Lin Xian smiled and said, Then you have to promise to let me sleep in your room tonight. Otherwise, I promise. Linya said helplessly with a red face. Linya didn't know why her relationship with Lin Xian developed so quickly. Maybe it was because Lin Xian took the initiative, or maybe it was because she spoiled him. The most important thing was that she didn't hate it. On the contrary, sometimes she liked it deep down. In short, Linya was like this. She was obedient to Lin Xian. But she was conflicted. She realized that she felt something when she was intimate with Lin Xian. It was a feeling that she couldn't accept. He was her brother. She had never felt this way before. Just last night, Lin Xian grinned and sat on the sofa. He watched Linya concentrate on her work. However, Linya couldn't concentrate anymore. But her state of mind was still pretty good. It didn't take long for her to sink into her work. Lin Xian looked at her. He felt that Linya was especially charming when she was focused on her work. It was completely different from the Linya in his memory. Half an hour later, Linya glanced at Lin Xian. He was looking at her. She blushed again. Little fairy, why are you looking at me? No. Nothing. I was looking at the clock behind you. Linya argued with a red face. Oh, so it's like that. Then little fairy, you can continue working. At this moment, Lin Xian took a look at his scumbag value. It had already reached 1 million. After thinking for a moment, he spun the roulette wheel in the scumbag system. This time, he used up 1 million scumbag points. The next time, it would also be 1 million. But the next time it would be 2 million. Ding! You have successfully obtained the Ice Spirit Snow Pearl. It was another item that Lin Xian had never seen before. He realized that although the big wheel was sometimes a scam, it was indeed a treasure trove. Ice Spirit Snow Pearl. Type: Spirit Artifact. Grade: Earth Stage 10 stars. A type of pearl made of extreme ice. It contains an unparalleled power of frost. After pouring spirit energy into the Ice Spirit Snow Pearl and crushing it, it will release an extremely strong power of frost. The power of frost can spread to a radius of 15 meters in 1 second. It can freeze everything except the user. It can easily kill a 5-star arcane body realm cultivator. It can also freeze cultivators of higher realms for a long period of time. Lin Xian. The Ice Spirit Snow Congealed Pearl was actually similar to the true flame-bursting bullet from before. The former was more destructive when it exploded. However, the Ice Spirit Snow Congealed Pearl wasn't as destructive as the true flame-bursting bullet, but the frost energy could spread out to a distance of 15 meters. It could even easily kill a 5-star arcane body realm expert. In other words, those above the 5-star arcane body realm and below the profound heaven realm might be frozen to death, but they would be frozen for a certain period of time. This was a good item, but Lin Xian did not plan to keep it. He wanted to give it to Linya. Now that Qin Xiaotian had returned, although Lin Xian was confident that Qin Xiaotian would not dare to touch him or Linya, what if he found someone else? Although the possibility was not high, after all, it was dishonorable. He did not want others to know, but what if? Therefore, giving it to Linya to protect herself would definitely be useful. After another hour, Linya slightly stretched. All right, let's go home. Lin Xian looked outside. It was already raining heavily, accompanied by thunder and lightning. It was indeed heavier than yesterday. However, at this time, Lin Xian felt that something was wrong. Normally, it would be fine if it rained heavily. In this season, there was no thunderstorm, let alone several days of gloomy weather. It felt very strange, as if it was an omen of something bad. Lin Xian shook his head, hoping that he was thinking too much. Then, he stood up. Let's go home. Tonight was destined to be a wonderful night. Linya drove Lin Xian home. Chapter 141. After returning home, Lin Xian took out his laptop and sat in the living room to play games with Lu Yufan and Yi. They had been looking for Lin Xian for a long time, and they even turned on their voice chat. After all, tomorrow was the weekend, so they could be unbridled. If it wasn't raining tonight, they might even ask Lin Xian and Linya out for a meal. Linya washed up and put on a facial mask. Then, she sat beside Lin Xian and watched him play games. Linya didn't change out of her clothes even though she had returned home, as per Lin Xian's instructions. Little fairy, you should change out of your clothes. It's uncomfortable to wear them when we're home. Didn't you tell me to wear them? Linya mumbled. Lin Xian grinned and whispered into Linya's ear, you can wear them when you need to. In your dreams. Linya rolled her eyes at Lin Xian and walked back to her room. After coming out, she changed into a set of casual clothes. Lin Xian felt that Linya's leisure time was too monotonous. Perhaps it was better now that she had Xiao Runing to accompany her shopping, but Lin Xian still felt that she was too monotonous most of the time. Little fairy, bring the laptop over and let's play together. It's a very simple game. Yeah. Sister Yaya, let's play together. Lu Yufan's expectant voice came from the laptop. No, I'll just chat with you guys. Linya smiled faintly. Lin Xian then whispered into Linya's ear. Listen to me. If you don't, I'll punish you tonight. Linya. Who would have thought that she would be bullied to this extent by Lin Xian? Linya glared fiercely at Lin Xian. Then, she went back to her room and took out her laptop. In the following time, the four of them played games. At first, Linya didn't understand and wasn't very open about it. After a while, she actually became very engrossed in the game. Sometimes, because she killed an enemy hero, her face would turn red with excitement. She was so cute. Seeing this scene, Lin Xian was also relieved. He didn't want Linya to be too tired every day. How good would that be? After playing for more than 2 hours, it was almost 11 o'clock at night. Alright, I'll stop playing. You guys should go to bed early. Staying up late is bad for your skin, Lin Xian said to the computer. Alright then. Big sis Yaya, we'll look for you to go shopping together tomorrow. Rest early. Then they went offline. Lin Xian stretched lazily and turned off the computer. He took the opportunity to hug Linya. Linya rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. Perhaps it was because their relationship was no longer special, or perhaps it was because home gave Linya a sense of security. She took the opportunity to snuggle into Lin Xian's embrace. Lin Xian took out Icy Spirit Snow Pearl. What is this? Linya looked at the Icy Spirit Snow Pearl with a curious expression. This pearl was very beautiful. This is called the Icy Spirit Snow Pearl. It's a type of spiritual artifact, Lin Xian said. Spiritual artifact? Linya had never come into contact with a spiritual artifact. Of course, she knew about it. Lin Xian nodded. This Icy Spirit Snow Pearl's effect is to infuse spiritual energy into it and then crush it. It will release a very strong cold air. This cold air will not harm the person releasing it. It has a range of 15 meters. In other words, after crushing it, everything within 15 meters will be frozen. Amazing! Linya exclaimed softly. Lin Xian smiled as he pulled Linya's slender hand over and placed the Icy Spirit Snow Pearl in her palm. Take this. From today onwards, you have to wear it like a key. If you feel that there is any danger or if someone is plotting against you, don't show any mercy. Crush it immediately. Will there be any danger? Linya looked at Lin Xian. Lin Xian said, whether there is danger or not is another matter. In this era, little fairy, you are so beautiful. Just being in the spirit condensation realm is not enough. Moreover, you don't know how to fight. Having something to protect yourself is always good. Don't refuse me. If you don't take it, I will strip you naked right now. Linya's small face turned red. Then she held the Icy Spirit Snow Pearl. Remember, when you use it, you must infuse spiritual energy into it. Otherwise, it won't release. I will remember. Linya gently nodded her small head. Okay, now there is one more thing to do. What? Get on the bed. In the next second, Lin Xian directly carried Linya in a princess carry and rushed into Linya's room. Nothing actually happened that night. It was the same as last night, but Lin Xian was very satisfied. The next morning, looking at the well-behaved Linya in his arms, Lin Xian couldn't help but kiss her pink cheeks. But, so uncomfortable. A young and vigorous man with a beautiful fairy sleeping next to him. He could only touch her but couldn't touch her. It was really uncomfortable. Early in the morning, Lin Xian's brothers were especially energetic. Linya's long eyelashes slightly trembled. Then she opened her eyes. Good morning, little fairy. Lin Xian looked at her and laughed. Linya's small face turned red. Morning. Then she moved a bit. Her delicate body suddenly trembled because she touched something very hard. She naturally knew what it was. Ding! Felt Linya's bashfulness. Scumbag value plus 100,000. Little fairy, what did you touch? Rogue. You're not being serious this early in the morning. Linya coquettishly said with a red face. Lin Xian helplessly said, It's not that I'm not being serious. Think about it. I'm sleeping with such a beautiful fairy and I can only look but can't touch her. I'm a normal man. Do you know what kind of torture I've endured these past 2 nights because of you? Linya didn't understand men's feelings, but the feeling she had before was very, very uncomfortable. It was the kind of feeling when Lin Xian stopped. Maybe it was the same as Lin Xian. Who told you to come up yourself? You deserve it. Linya muttered. I feel wronged. That. Lin Xian's eyes turned. Then he moved closer to Lin Ya's ear and whispered something. In that instant, Lin Ya's face turned incomparably red. No. I can't. Lin Ya quickly shook her head and then moved far away from Lin Xian. Alright. If you can't, then you can't. I'll go back and do it myself. Lin Xian sighed and was about to get up. Lin Ya looked at Lin Xian's appearance and slightly bit her red lips. Her heart still softened. Was she to blame? And holding it in was very uncomfortable, right? What a heartless woman. I'm so pitiful. Lin Xian exaggeratedly said with grievance. Wait. Lin Xian quickly turned his head. Lin Ya lowered her head and said with a red face, Just this once. Lin Xian's heart immediately burst with joy. Just this once. Then Lin Ya burrowed under the blanket with a red face. Lin Xian wanted to pull the blanket away, but Lin Ya hurriedly refused. But so be it. Lin Xian grinned. Then he felt Lin Ya tugging at his pants a little. Then, his brother was held by a pair of soft little hands. He could feel that Lin Ya's hands were slightly trembling. Chapter 142. After a few seconds, Lin Ya held it and moved it back and forth awkwardly. Hiss! Lin Xian leaned against the headboard and closed his eyes. He felt like he was about to become an immortal. 5 minutes later, Lin Ya's scream came from inside. Then, she quickly ran out and Lin Ya's clear voice came from inside. Ding! Tricking a big sister into using a computer for the host is considered an extremely scumbag behavior. Scumbag value plus 1 million. Lin Xian, a million scumbag value. Wait. Is this supposed to be a scam? It's clearly consensual, okay? Lin Xian couldn't help but curse at the system. Sensing the host's dissatisfaction, a level 1 heavenly lightning punishment is about to descend. Please take back your words. Lin Xian, F***CK. Sensing the host's foul language towards the system, the heavenly lightning punishment has increased to level 2. I'll take it back. Lin Xian admitted defeat. This stupid system, isn't it too arrogant? Phew! Lin Ya washed away the thing on her face that made her blush and her heart beat faster. Looking at her blushing face in the mirror, she took a deep breath. Little fairy, I'm going to make breakfast. Lin Xian's voice suddenly came from behind. Lin Ya's delicate body trembled as she saw Lin Xian leaning against the door with an evil smile on his face. I'll go make it. Lin Ya wiped her face, then lowered her head and hurriedly walked past Lin Xian. Then, she busied herself in the kitchen. Lin Ya naturally took the day off because she wanted to go shopping with Xiao Runing and the others. After dinner, Lin Xian grabbed his laptop and dragged Lin Ya to play games with him. However, Lin Ya went to wash Lin Xian's pajama pants and her own bed sheets first. After all, they were stained with something bad. Lin Ya was still very willing to play games with Lin Xian. In the past, she never played games, but now she felt that it was quite interesting to have someone to play games with in her free time. In the past, she didn't play games purely because there was no one to play with her. Lin Xian was depressed, and she didn't have many friends, so there was no way she could play games with him. The doorbell rang at about 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll go open the door. Lin Ya quickly ran over to open the door. Hello. Xiao Runing looked at Lin Ya with a smile. Good morning, Sister Yaya. Yi and Lu Yufan said in unison. You're here. Come in and take a seat. Then, the three girls walked in. However, when Lin Ya looked at Lu Yufan and Yi, she felt very strange. She felt very sorry for them, even though they weren't Lin Xian's girlfriends yet. Wow! You guys are playing games so early in the morning. Lu Yufan exclaimed. Lin Ya smiled and said, Then you play with Xiao Xian. I'm going to make lunch. After lunch, we'll go shopping. How about it? Okay. I'll help. Then, Xiao Runing looked at Lin Xian and smiled. Then, She went to busy herself with Lin Ye. Lin Xian and Lu Yufan played games while saying, "Alright, bring me some snacks when you go shopping." "What do you want to eat?" Lu Yufan asked. "Okay, anything is fine. I'll eat it when I'm bored. Then I'll buy you milk powder." Hee hee. Lin Xian, do you believe that I won't spank your butt? Yi. Lu Yufan looked at Yi in fear. Yi said helplessly, "He doesn't dare because Miss Xiao and Sister Yaya are in the kitchen." Slap. The air froze. Ding. Spanking Sister Yaya is considered a scumbag behavior. Scumbag value plus 200,000. Wah. Lu Yufan immediately distanced himself from Lin Xian. He felt a burning pain in his butt. He looked at Lin Xian with resentment. Of course, he only hit the upper part. Because Lu Yufan was sitting, Lin Xian couldn't hit it. However, it didn't matter. "Do I dare to do it now?" Lin Xian waved his hand smugly. Yi quickly distanced herself from Lin Xian. She was afraid that Lin Xian would lay his hands on her. "I'll go tell Sister Yaya." Lu Yufan fiercely glared at Lin Xian. Then, he ran to the kitchen to complain. Little did he know that Sister Yaya had helped Lin Xian solve some problems this morning. After a while, Lu Yufan brought Lin Ye and Xiao Runing over. Lu Yufan made a face at Lin Xian. "Little Xian, how can you be so rude to girls?" Xiao Runing also looked at Lin Xian with a smile. "TSK, TSK, TSK. Not bad. You hit a girl's butt. You're much better than before." Lin Xian wasn't afraid of complaining because it didn't matter. To put it simply, even if Lin Xian raped Lu Yufan and Lu Yufan complained, Lin Ye would only blame Lin Xian. That was all. Lin Ye simply spoiled Lin Xian too much. "Little fairy, Miss Xiao, you don't know. I was only retaliating because yesterday, this girl held my..." Before Lin Xian could finish, Lu Yufan rushed over and covered Lin Xian's mouth. He. It's fine. Big Sister Yaya, Miss Xiao, you two can go back to your work. Lin Ye and Xiao Runing glanced at each other. Of course, they could see some things, but even if they saw through it, they didn't ask any questions, and just walked away. "Lin Xian, you. Lu Yufan pointed at Lin Xian, her face red. "What? You can complain, but I can't?" Lin Xian looked at Lu Yufan with a smirk. Okay. I lost, okay? Tell me, what do you want?" Lu Yufan sat on the side with an aggrieved look on her face. If she let Xiao Runing and Lin Ye know that she had taken something from Lin Xian that day, then she would have no face left at all. Simple. "Kiss me." "Go to hell. Then I'll go tell my sister and Miss Xiao." "Little guy, snitching? This young master will punish you to death." "Woo. Lin Xian, you're the best. Don't do it." Lu Yufan hugged Lin Xian's arm and swung it back and forth, acting coquettishly. "Just a kiss will do. Here, kiss the face." Yi. Lu Yufan looked at Yi for help. Yi said softly, "Anyway, kissing the face doesn't seem to be a big deal, right?" "That's right. Why don't you kiss me too, Yi?" Lin Xian raised his eyebrows at Yi and smirked. Then, he threw a pillow at her. "Umph." Lu Yufan's face reddened. Then, she gritted her teeth as if she had made a decision. "Then promise me that you won't talk about this in the future." "Okay, I promise." Lin Xian nodded. Then, Lu Yufan nervously looked towards the kitchen. Then, she closed her eyes. Her long eyelashes trembled slightly. It was enough to show that her heart wasn't calm. Her red lips softly touched Lin Xian's cheek. Then, she quickly left. Ding. Tricking a big sister into kissing the host. Classified as a scumbag. Scumbag points plus 10,000. Ding. Feeling displeasure from Yi. Scumbag points plus 10,000. Every time Lu Yufan and Lin Xian acted intimately, Yi would be displeased. Similarly, Lu Yufan was the same. As long as Lin Xian's EQ was slightly higher, he would know that these two girls could be captured. Chapter 143. Lin Xian was elated. Now that he could do this, their relationship would definitely be able to take another step forward. They chatted during lunch. Of course, Lin Xian drank a lot of the chicken soup that Yi brought. After chatting, the girls went shopping. They were quite disappointed that Lin Xian did not go, but they had no choice. Lu Yufan and Yi felt that it was not a loss to be able to accompany Linya. Lin Xian, on the other hand, took a cab to the Bounty Hunter Guild. There was no other reason for him to go to the Gale mercenaries. When he was in trouble, Miao Xiaomiao was still concerned about him. Otherwise, she would not have asked Xiao Runing. However, this girl was especially arrogant. Even if she was concerned about Lin Xian, she would not show it. She did not even look at Lin Xian. However, Lin Xian knew that she was concerned about him and was quite touched. This girl's confession mission was not urgent. It could not be rushed. When he arrived at the Gale Mercenaries Cafe, the scene was similar to before. Miao Xiaomiao sat in a corner and focused on operating the computer. As for what she was doing, Lin Xian did not understand. Wang Qian was tidying up the cafe. Miao Zhenghao and the others were nowhere to be seen. Lin Xian, you're here. Wang Qian saw Lin Xian and said in surprise. Miao Xiaomiao, who was in the corner, heard the voice and quickly turned her head. At that moment, her big eyes shone with surprise. However, when Lin Xian looked over, she quickly turned her little head away with a proud look. It was as if she did not care about Lin Xian. Lin Xian smiled in his heart and said to Wang Qian, "Sister Qian, I'm here to drink some coffee." "I'll help you. You go and chat with Xiaomiao first." "Okay." The cafe's business wasn't good. It was only slightly profitable, but it didn't matter. They didn't open the cafe to make money. They just wanted to have a good environment for them to sit and drink coffee and chat. Making money was secondary. The members of the Wind Mercenary Group drank more than the customers. Lin Xian walked to Miao Xiaomiao's side. She still did not look back. Then Lin Xian rubbed her little head. "What? Don't touch me." Miao Xiaomiao slapped Lin Xian's hand away. Ding. Miao Xiaomiao's favorability towards you +1. Lin Xian had no idea what this little girl was thinking at all. Her favorability towards him was now at 41. 5 was quite high. Lin Xian then sat in front of Miao Xiaomiao and smiled at her. Miao Xiaomiao blinked her big eyes and glared at Lin Xian. "Why are you looking at me?" Miao Xiaomiao pouted. Miao Xiaomiao was indeed beautiful. When she grew up, her looks would not lose to Ling Ying and Linya. She was so beautiful at such a young age. Especially her twin ponytails. It was very suitable for a girl her age. With her looks, she was definitely the target of those weird uncles. However, this girl's IQ was terrifyingly high. "Let me see how much you care about me." Lin Xian smiled at Miao Xiaomiao. "TSK, who cares about you?" Miao Xiaomiao said indignantly. "Then who was it that kept asking Miss Xiao if I was fine? She even called me but couldn't get through. I heard she was so worried that she was about to cry." Miao Xiaomiao froze and blushed. "Ah. Did Sister Ning Ning tell you this?" "Yes. Sister Ning Ning said she wouldn't tell." Miao Xiaomiao pouted angrily. Then, she thought of something and quickly said, It's Grandpa who told me to ask if you're fine, not me. Why would I care if you're dead or alive? It's good that you're dead. There's one less disaster. Also, why would I cry because of you? What a joke. Women. She was so young and already learned about women. What would she be like when she grew up? Aya, I'm your good brother after all. You definitely can't bear to part with me. Good brother? Do you have proof? Miao Xiaomiao faced Lin Xian without any fear. Don't forget that I have a recording of you calling me good brother. Miao Xiaomiao smiled slyly. Really? Isn't your phone broken? Lin Xian. Damn. This girl was indeed different from her peers. If it were any other little loli, they would have panicked. He actually didn't manage to fool her. Okay, you're good. Lin Xian's mouth twitched. He couldn't help but give Miao Xiaomiao a thumbs up. Wang Qian walked over with a cup of coffee and placed it in front of Lin Xian. She smiled and said, "So don't look at Xiaomiao with the eyes of your peers." Lin Xian thanked her and then said, "Sister Qian, do you think Xiaomiao was worried when she heard that something happened to me?" Miao Xiaomiao kept winking at Wang Qian. "Xiaomiao, what happened to your eyes?" Cough cough. Sand got in. Miao Xiaomiao quickly rubbed her big eyes and said. Wang Qian smiled and said, "I don't know. I asked for leave at that time. Drink slowly. I'll pour you more when you're done." "Thank you, Sister Qian." Miao Xiaomiao breathed a sigh of relief. "Xiaomiao. Don't call me Xiaomiao. Call me Sister Miao," Miao Xiaomiao said unhappily. Lin Xian couldn't help but smile. This girl was really cute. Okay, Xiaomiao. Miao Xiaomiao. Ding. Detected Miao Xiaomiao's resentment. Scumbag value plus 20,000. "Where's Grandpa Miao?" Lin Xian asked. "Grandpa went out to play chess with an old friend, so he's not here." "But..." Miao Xiaomiao looked at Lin Xian and said, "You actually have both space and thunder attributes." When Miao Xiaomiao heard this news, she was shocked. Even her grandpa was shocked. Space attribute plus the rare thunder attribute, this power was simply too abnormal. Lin Xian didn't know what to say. Indeed, he used to have the space attribute, but after using it once, it was gone. But in the eyes of others, Lin Xian still had the space attribute. Miao Xiaomiao even suspected that the time attribute was released by Lin Xian using a spiritual weapon, or that he himself also had the time attribute. Thinking about it, it was impossible. A pure thunder attribute was already very rare. A pure space attribute was even rarer. A pure space attribute could only be found once in a few 100 million people, not to mention a dual attribute that combined the two. Then, there was also the time attribute that could only be found once in a few 100 million martial artists. 3 attributes, 3 super rare attributes in one body? How was that possible? Do you believe it? That's what the outside world is saying. I specifically asked Sister Ning Ning. Although her answer was vague, I'm sure it's true. I believe it. Then it's true. Lin Xian shrugged. Miao Xiaomiao was shocked. She was a little arrogant. She was indeed a genius, and her wind and fire attributes were indeed powerful. But after meeting Lin Xian, she realized that her grandpa's high regard for Lin Xian was not without reason. Chapter 144. Miao Xiaomiao thought about it and then slammed the table, scaring Lin Xian. What was this girl doing? No, you have to fight with me. I want to feel how strong the power of space is. Miao Xiaomiao looked at Lin Xian seriously. Lin Xian. Apart from being arrogant, Miao Xiaomiao was also a battle maniac. But that couldn't be done because he didn't have the space attribute. If I fight just because you tell me to, wouldn't I lose face? Then what do I have to do for you to fight with me? Miao Xiaomiao asked. Simple. Call me Big Brother and I'll fight with you. Lin Xian said with a smile. Big Brother. Lin Xian. Lin Xian originally wanted to say something that she wouldn't do. Wouldn't this matter be over then? But he didn't think that Miao Xiaomiao would just say it. Although Miao Xiaomiao was shy, she didn't care. After all, she had already said it, so it wasn't that embarrassing to say it again. You didn't hear me out. Apart from calling me Big Brother, you also have to massage me for a month, serve me tea, and go die. Liar. Big liar. Your nose needs to grow longer when you lie. Miao Xiaomiao gritted her teeth and glared at Lin Xian. Lin Xian shrugged and said, How am I a liar? Who told you to say it before hearing me out? How can you blame me? Ding. You caused Miao Xiaomiao to be filled with resentment. Scum man value plus 20,000. Meow Xiao Meow was so angry that she kept panting, as if that would calm her down. I just wanted to know how strong the power of space is. Meow Xiao Meow said in a small voice, looking a bit wronged. Lin Xian really softened. No, this girl was very smart. She was pretending. It was definitely a scheme. Moreover, even if Lin Xian softened, he couldn't do it because he didn't have the space attribute. You don't need to feel it. If I release it, you won't be able to fight back against me at the same level. Lin Xian said. He wasn't trying to act tough. He was really that strong. Alright. I won't fight then. Meow Xiao Meow snorted. Besides, I'm here to see you, not to fight with you. Looking at me? Yeah, why else would I be here? Meow Xiao Meow was delighted to hear Lin Xian's words. TSK, who wants you to look? Who do you think you are? I'm your good brother. Meow Xiao Meow. Behind them, Wang Qian wiped the cups and smiled as she listened to their bickering. It was quite interesting. He was also the first man she had seen who could make Meow Xiao Meow feel helpless. Speaking of which, little Meow Meow, I have a question for you. Go ahead. Say, have you ever met a weird uncle who wants to take you to eat lollipops? Lin Xian asked with a smile. Of course, I've already crippled 3 of them. Lin Xian. Damn. He couldn't afford to offend them. A bunch of old men still lusting after my beauty. Disgusting. Meow Xiao Meow said angrily. Then she looked at Lin Xian and asked, Why are you asking this? Actually, Lin Xian wanted to say that he also wanted to treat Meow Xiao Meow to lollipops, but after hearing her words, Lin Xian gave up. It's nothing. I just thought you were pretty and wanted to ask. You also know that this lady is devastatingly beautiful? Meow Xiao Meow raised her head proudly. You know that this lady is devastatingly beautiful? Lin Xian. Damn it. He had only praised her beauty, and this girl had added 3 modifiers. Bah. Lin Xian, are you staying for dinner tonight? Wang Qian walked over and poured Lin Xian a cup of coffee as she asked. Lin Xian shook his head. Not tonight. I have something to do tonight. Oh. Which girl are you going on a date with? Wang Qian asked with a smile. Meow Xiao Meow snorted and said, Him? It'd be a miracle if he could find a girlfriend. Lin Xian. Sorry, but I'm really going to a girl's house tonight. She said she would cook for me. Lin Xian looked at Meow Xiao Meow smugly. I don't believe you. Man. Wang Qian didn't care whether she believed him or not. She just smiled and said, That's quite promising. Is she your girlfriend? No. Meow Xiao Meow breathed a sigh of relief when she heard Lin Xian's words. She felt that before Lin Xian answered, her heart was on tenterhooks. It was just like when they were in school and the teacher read the grades one by one in front of them. Is it a girl you like? Wang Qian sat beside them and asked. Lin Xian scratched his head and said, That's hard to say. After all, the little girl sitting next to him was also Lin Xian's target, so he couldn't speak carelessly. Wang Qian smiled and didn't say anything. SK, hard to say. You sound fake. You're a single dog who can't find a girlfriend. Meow Xiao Meow made a face. Yeah, I'm waiting for you to be my girlfriend when you're older. That's why I haven't found one yet. Lin Xian's tone sounded like he was joking, but he was actually testing her. Whoosh, Meow Xiao Meow's pretty face instantly turned red. Ding. Meow Xiao Meow's favorability towards you +3. 5. Lin Xian. Favorability could increase like this? Just you wait. I'll tell Grandpa that you teased me. Meow Xiao Meow then glared at Lin Xian. Haha, I think it's feasible. Xiao Meow can find a boyfriend when she's 16 in 2 years. After all, Xiao Meow, your mother started dating your father when she was 16, right? Wang Qian laughed and teased. Even if I do, I can't find that big hooligan in front of me. Lin Xian shrugged. At least he felt that this little girl had some potential. By the way, Lin Xian, do you have time in the next 2 days? Wang Qian suddenly thought of something and asked. Lin Xian nodded. Yes, I have time recently. However, I might not have time at certain times. This can be discussed. What's the matter? Let Xiaomiao speak. Miao Xiaomiao then nodded and said to Lin Xian, it's about your incident. A Thunder Tribulation Realm beast appeared. Many powerhouses investigated and discovered that there are many signs of active beasts in Linfeng City. Therefore, the Divine Temple, the Bounty Hunter Guild, and even the Trial Union have joined forces and will enter Linfeng City at noon the day after tomorrow. All the major mercenary groups under the Bounty Hunter Guild can also participate in this operation. At the same time, no matter what, the mercenary groups will receive a handsome reward as long as they contribute their manpower. Lin Xian thought for a moment, then looked at Miao Xiaomiao and asked, do you mean that everyone has this idea? Miao Xiaomiao nodded. That's right. Everyone has already discussed it. We will set off together with the group the day after tomorrow. This kind of opportunity is very rare. It's basically a benefit for all of us. Of course, it's accompanied by danger. However, this danger should be minimized, so we plan to go. Minimized danger? Lin Xian looked at Miao Xiaomiao in confusion. Chapter 145. Miao Xiaomiao rolled her eyes cutely and said, are you stupid? The three great factions are sending people personally, and there are even many experts from the inner city. There are as many profound Heaven Realm experts as there are dogs, and there are probably quite a few Lightning Tribulation Realm experts as well. There are even Law Realm experts accompanying them. The three great factions are sending no less than 10,000 people this time. Including the various large mercenary groups and individual teams, there are at least 50,000 people this time. In such a situation, of course it's not that dangerous. Lin Xian pondered for a moment. Wang Qian said, actually, to put it bluntly, we're just tagging along. It's like a temporary conscription, but even if we don't do anything, we'll still be rewarded handsomely when we come back. This time, it's China, and the country is paying because this matter has indeed attracted China's attention. They believe that Tianhua City may indeed become the target of a monster attack in the near future. If there are Lightning Tribulation Realm and Law Realm experts leading the team, it's indeed safe under normal circumstances. Lin Xian pondered. Miao Xiaomiao nodded. Yes, not only is it safe, but we also have a chance to kill a monster. Moreover, it's in a relatively safe environment. No matter how you think about it, it's not a loss. Lin Xian looked up at them and said, but aren't you afraid of a domain realm monster that surpasses the Law Realm appearing? Miao Xiaomiao rolled her eyes at Lin Xian and said, Lin Xian, you're underestimating the domain realm. A monster in the 60s or 70s can destroy everything within a few thousand meters with a wave of its hand. Let's put it this way. In history, monsters have attacked cities, and more than 300 cities have been conquered. In a few decades, a monster of this level has never appeared. How could it appear in Linfeng City, which is so close to human territory? Then before this, did you think that a Lightning Tribulation Realm monster would appear 3 kilometers away from Tianhua City? Lin Xian asked back. Miao Xiaomiao was stumped. That's right, before this incident, she had indeed never thought that such a situation would occur. You're right, but the probability of this happening is just too low. Moreover, we'll definitely make preparations before we go. Miao Xiaomiao said. Actually, to Lin Xian that was an opportunity. Linfeng City was more than 100 kilometers away from Tianhua City. That was a city that had been captured, and had long become the territory of demonic beasts. There must be a lot of powerful demonic beasts there, and Lin Xian was now a 2-star arcane body realm cultivator. He needed powerful demonic beasts, arcane body realm demonic beasts to quickly raise his realm. Lin Xian didn't dare to go alone or with a team. However, if they were to follow the 3 major forces, their safety would be guaranteed. I want to ask, why did the 3 major forces bring people to Linfeng City? Miao Xiaomiao said, clear. What? We've investigated Linfeng City and found that there are many demonic beasts there. At the same time, it's also a place that invades Tianhua City. Clearing the demonic beasts there won't guarantee much, but it can at least guarantee that the demonic beasts' attack on the city will be delayed. This is also a strike by us humans to dampen the demonic beasts' arrogance. Wouldn't it be over if we just fired a nuclear missile? Miao Xiaomiao laughed. Yes, a nuclear bomb can destroy an area of tens of kilometers and kill demonic beasts. If we fire a few hundred or a few thousand, demonic beasts will all die. However, this is just an ideal situation. Miao Xiaomiao said, firstly, the radiation from the nuclear bomb will cause the explosion area to become uninhabitable for tens of years. Secondly, even if it's a nuclear bomb, it can only destroy existences below the lightning retribution realm. Even lightning retribution realm demonic beasts can withstand its power. The demonic beasts are either very weak or very strong. Just killing a group of weak demonic beasts is meaningless. Thirdly, if a powerful demonic beast senses it, it can release its power to detonate the nuclear bomb from tens of thousands of meters away. It can't hit the target accurately. Fourthly, and most importantly, it's too dangerous. After transforming into human form, many powerful demonic beasts even have the ability to change the direction of the nuclear bomb. In other words, if we fire a nuclear bomb, it's very likely that we'll fall into the demonic beast's trap. The nuclear bomb may be transferred by the demonic beasts to the sky above the city. Then, it's the same as humans destroying themselves. Lin Xian said. Lin Xian knew this as well, but he didn't know the full extent of it. Yes, it's not like there haven't been such examples before. In Lin Xian's memory, such a situation happened 30 years ago. A city was destroyed by the humans' own hands, and hundreds of thousands of people died. The demonic beasts even destroyed the enemy effortlessly and took over the city. From then on, such situations were forbidden. Instead, it was possible that the demonic beasts were waiting for the humans to release a nuclear bomb. Then what about this time? Just relying on tens of thousands of people to clear it? Is it possible? Miao Xiaomiao said, from what I know, this time they'll be carrying heavy weapons. They'll be divided into several groups, and each group will be led by a strong cultivator. They can also carry out small-scale bombings, so dealing with weak demonic beasts shouldn't be a problem. Our mission is to escort them and clear out the nearby demonic beasts. Lin Xian hesitated for a moment, then nodded. Okay, then I'll go too. You should have agreed long ago. You're a grown man, so why are you hesitating? Miao Xiaomiao rolled her eyes, but when she heard that Lin Xian would also go, she was very happy. What the hell do you know? Lin Xian rolled his eyes back. He wasn't afraid of himself, but he was afraid of Linya. He had fetters, and Lin Xian wouldn't be so decisive. At the same time, he was also panicking. That kind of demonic beasts had appeared outside Tianhua City. He really didn't know how dangerous it was outside. No matter how small the possibility was, it was still dangerous. But at the same time, it was also an opportunity. Then it's settled. Gather here at 9 in the morning the day after tomorrow, okay? Miao Xiaomiao looked at Lin Xian and asked. Lin Xian nodded, then looked at her and said, You're going to? Of course, this lady is counting on raising her cultivation by a few stars this time. Miao Xiaomiao said proudly. Lin Xian glanced at her. This Miao Xiaomiao had actually reached the arcane body realm 1 star. God knows when she went out to kill demonic beasts again. Okay, then it's settled. Do I need to register? Give me your identification card, and I'll help you register. Otherwise, I won't give you the reward when the time comes. Lin Xian then passed his identification card to Miao Xiaomiao. Then it's settled. I'll go back first. You're leaving already? Lin Xian smiled, looked at Miao Xiaomiao, and asked, Why? You can't bear to leave me? That's not it. Lin Xian thought about it. Indeed, there was nothing to do when he went back. Ling Ying's place was in the afternoon, and Linya and the others were shopping. He didn't know what to do at the academy, so he might as well stay here for a while. Then stay and play. But you have to bring me along to play. You can't let me be bored. I'm considered a guest, right? Chapter 146. When Miao Xiao Miao said that she was playing with Lin Xian, she was the one who gave Lin Xian a computer and the two of them were playing games. Wow. You're so bad. Lin Xian couldn't help but complain. Miao Xiao Miao's face turned red. It's not like I play games often. If I'm being tricked, so be it. I'm just playing with you. Miao Xiao Miao rebutted Lin Xian. Damn. You're such a smart girl. Logically speaking, you should be good at everything, let alone playing games. Why do I feel like you can't even control the keyboard and mouse? Is there something wrong with your brain? Ding. Feeling Miao Xiao Miao's resentment. Scumbag value plus 10,000. Lin Xian, I'm lowering myself to play games with you, but you're not happy about it. Miao Xiao Miao pointed at Lin Xian indignantly, looking extremely cute when she was huffing and puffing. Lin Xian shrugged and said, even a newbie can't be so bad, right? And you say you've played before? TSK. You haven't won a single game this afternoon. Are you playing a game or are you just giving your 5 opponents some warmth? Are you blaming me for losing? Shouldn't I be blaming you for not being able to fight 1 against 5? Lin Xian was speechless. That's my fault. I can't fight 1 against 5. Lin Xian finally admitted defeat. F***CK. That's more like it. Do you still want to play? Lin Xian looked at the time and said, play my ass. I'm going to F***CK some girls. I can't be bothered with a little girl like you. Miao Xiao Miao was speechless. TSK, you're puffing yourself up at your own cost. Do you have a girlfriend? TSK. Miao Xiao Miao didn't believe him. Alright, just you wait. At this time, Miao Zhenghao walked in with a smile. You two kids. I can hear you arguing from outside. Miao Zhenghao looked at Lin Xian and Miao Xiao Miao helplessly and shook his head with a smile. Grandpa. Seeing Miao Zhenghao, Miao Xiao Miao quickly ran over and hugged his arm. Grandpa, Lin Xian bullied your granddaughter. You have to teach him a lesson. Wang Qian smiled as she watched this scene. Why did she feel that these two people were enemies instead? Miao Zhenghao rubbed Miao Xiao Miao's hair and said, you, don't cause trouble. Grandpa, why are you siding with an outsider? I'm your biological granddaughter. Miao Xiao Miao pouted. You brat, you've been spoiled rotten by me. It's good that Lin Xian is teaching you a lesson. Miao Xiao Miao. She could feel the malice from her family. Did you see that? Even Grandpa Miao isn't on your side, and you're still arguing with me. Lin Xian even gave Miao Xiao Miao the middle finger. Miao Xiao Miao was furious. Humph. Miao Xiao Miao turned her head, causing her ponytail to sway. Then, she angrily sat down on her seat and finished her coffee in one gulp. Miao Zhenghao sat next to Lin Xian and poured a cup of coffee for them. Lin Xian, I've heard about the crisis that happened when the Sky Martial Court went out to train. This incident was not only spread in Tianhua City, but it had spread to other cities as well. However, not many people knew about it. Most people only knew that a very powerful demonic beast had appeared outside Tianhua City. However, a young genius who had mastered the space attribute had saved 40 teachers and students, but he had fallen into danger. As for the news that Lin Xian had returned alive, many people did not know about it. This incident was not reported after that because it might cause unnecessary panic. Lin Xian took a sip of coffee and said, I didn't expect to encounter such a situation either. That's right. Miao Zhenghao sighed and said, if it weren't for you, the 40 teachers and students in Ningning, and the hundreds of Sky Martial Court students who went out this time might have been killed. Fortunately, the outcome was good. Nobody was hurt. Lin Xian did not know why Miao Zhenghao had brought this up, but it was something that could be forgotten. You're so young, but you're able to use the space attribute to such an extent. It's heaven-defying. Miao Zhenghao sighed. Actually, Lin Xian didn't know exactly how heaven-defying it was. He only knew that it was quite powerful. However, to be able to teleport 40 people 1,000 meters away, Lin Xian didn't know what it was like. However, from Miao Zhenghao's words, it was obvious that it was heaven-defying. It was a little exaggerated. Grandpa Miao, is it really that powerful? I'm not sure. I don't have much of an understanding of the space attribute. Miao Zhenghao smiled and said, how should I compare it to you? I've met a space master before. He's already 83 years old and has been cultivating the space attribute for 70 years. He's now in the law realm. He can release the space attribute at full power, and the effect is about 5 times stronger than yours. Do you understand this concept? That means he can teleport 200 people 5,000 meters away. Lin Xian muttered. However, you have to remember that he has been cultivating for 70 years and is in the law realm. After hearing Miao Zhenghao's words, Lin Xian suddenly became terrified. Only someone who had been cultivating for 70 years and was in the law realm could achieve such an effect. However, he could teleport 40 people 1,000 meters away. It did seem like it would cause a commotion. Every attribute requires talent. The more talented one is, the more proficient and refined one's control of that attribute will be. Under such circumstances, one will be able to fight with more ease. Time and space are the most special existences. Talent is no longer useful. Many people who have awakened these 2 attributes, even if they reach the mystic heaven realm or the thunder tribulation realm, can only achieve the effect of short-distance teleportation. Compared to you, they're tens of times worse. If you want to cultivate these 2 attributes well, hard work takes up 10%. The other 90% depends on your innate understanding of the attribute, Miao Zhenghao said. Lin Xian was baffled by what he heard. When Miao Zhenghao saw Lin Xian's expression, he smiled kindly and said, what I mean is that some people are born with powerful space and time attributes, but they can't cultivate them well their entire lives. They might even be useless because they don't have an innate understanding of the attribute. However, some people, like you, have such a heaven-defying control of space at such a young age. That means you were born with an innate understanding of the space attribute. It's very simple. It's just like how some people are born with great hearing, but most people only have ordinary hearing. You're the former. No matter what Miao Zhenghao said, Lin Xian only knew that the reason he could release such a powerful space attribute had nothing to do with him. However, after hearing what Miao Zhenghao said, this innate understanding of the space attribute seemed to be very important. If he obtained this attribute in the future, he couldn't cultivate it well and couldn't teleport 40 people 1,000 meters away. Wouldn't that be useless? Chapter 147. Seeing that Lin Xian was deep in thought, Miao Zhenghao said, do you know that you're currently being watched by the 3 major forces? Lin Xian shook his head. I'm not sure, but I've heard about it. Why? You're such a young prodigy with the space attribute, and you also have the thunder attribute. You're someone that any major family or force would want to rope in. Simply put, if you can join one of the forces, based on the potential and ability you've shown now, you'll bring them unlimited benefits in the future. Of course, they'll also definitely use very generous benefits to rope you in. You're so lucky to be valued so highly. Your future is limitless. You might even be able to sit in the upper echelons of a certain force. Miao Xiaomiao mumbled. Miao Zhenghao said, this isn't luck. This is a reflection of one's ability. Miao Zhenghao valued Lin Xian very much. Before this, he didn't even know that Lin Xian had the time attribute. No one knew either, so Lin Xian had always been hiding it. If anyone else had the time attribute, they would have been eager to show it off. However, Lin Xian had kept it a secret. This was something that Miao Zhenghao admired. He also knew that this person would definitely become someone great in the future. Lin Xian was deep in thought. You're thinking about which force to join, right? Actually, Lin Xian wasn't even thinking about this. He didn't have the space attribute. If he joined, wouldn't he be seen as a joke by others? Therefore, no matter how generous the benefits were, Lin Xian wouldn't join. Moreover, he liked his current life and didn't want to be tied down by any force. Miao Zhenghao said directly, actually, My suggestion is that if you join, you can consider the trial union. Why? In Lin Xian's impression, the trial union was probably the most low-key of the three major forces. This meant that there was very little news about the trial union. Basically, no one even knew who the members of the trial union were. But in the Holy Sanctum, members of the Bounty Hunter Guild could be seen everywhere. The Holy Sanctum mostly protects the country and is often on the front lines. I don't know much about you, but I've heard Little Meow mention it a few times. Naturally, you're not the kind of person who likes to be tied down. The Bounty Hunter Guild. The Real Bounty Hunter Guild actually exists mostly for the sake of earning money, so it's not suitable for you. On the other hand, the Judgment Union is a very free organization. At the same time, they have more power. Miao Zhenghao looked at Lin Xian and said. Lin Xian smiled and said, I don't want to join any forces. Oh. Why? Miao Zhenghao was extremely surprised. He then said, you should know that if you join them, they will provide you with more cultivation resources than you can ever use in your entire life. Martial arts techniques, spiritual weapons, all kinds of tools, and spiritual weapons are innumerable. They might even hire experts to take you out to kill powerful demonic beasts and quickly increase your strength. Isn't that a great temptation? Lin Xian nodded. Yes, the temptation is indeed great, but it's not my original intention. I only hope to be able to happily stay by the side of the person I love, and that's enough for me. I don't want to have too much power, and I don't want to live under someone else's roof. I'm just a slacker, and I don't want to have any so-called obligations. As for strength, I prefer to kill monsters with my own hands. It might be slower and more dangerous to level up on my own, but I think the process is the most important. I can strengthen myself in all aspects while fighting monsters, and that's something they can't give me. Miao Zhenghao nodded in satisfaction. I'm also impressed by you. However, this is indeed an opportunity. I'm afraid they'll go to the Sky Martial Court tomorrow to look for you. You should be prepared. While you're at it, consider it carefully. There's no harm in it, but you're right. Miao Zhenghao said. Thank you for your reminder, Grandpa Miao. Miao Zhenghao thought for a moment, then looked at Lin Xian and said, You're going to Linfeng City to carry out the monster extermination plan, right? Lin Xian nodded. Then, Miao Zhenghao patted Miao Xiaomiao's shoulder, looked at Lin Xian, and said, Then I'll leave Xiaomiao in your care. SK, who needs him to take care of me? I can take care of myself. Lin Xian smiled and said, Yes, and I'm not much stronger than Xiaomiao. I can't take care of her even if I want to. I can only try my best. However, with so many experts around, there shouldn't be any danger. Lin Xian, of course, knew what Miao Zhenghao meant. He believed that Lin Xian had the space attribute, so compared to those experts, he could provide better and more direct protection for Miao Xiaomiao. Miao Zhenghao smiled and nodded slightly. He then stood up and said, Lin Xian, stay for dinner tonight. I'll go cook now. It's okay, I have something to do tonight. It's about time, so I should go. All right, I'll get Chen Chen to drive you. No need to trouble yourself. It's not far. I'll take my leave then. Miao Xiaomiao quickly said, Don't forget to come over at 9 in the morning the day after tomorrow. I know, little girl. With that, Lin Xian walked out. Miao Xiaomiao was speechless. Grandpa, look at that Lin Xian. He's bullying me right in front of you. Miao Xiaomiao said unhappily. Is that so? Why do I feel that Xiaomiao likes to bicker with Lin Xian? You like to be bullied by people like him? How is that possible? Miao Xiaomiao retorted seriously. Miao Zhenghao was very experienced. He knew his precious granddaughter too well. That's right, Lin Xian was the first person that Miao Zhenghao had seen who could bicker with Miao Xiaomiao. Miao Xiaomiao was the first person that Miao Zhenghao had seen who could bicker with Miao Xiaomiao. Perhaps it was because Lin Xian had saved Miao Xiaomiao. But no matter what, Lin Xian was a special existence. Miao Zhenghao also thought that he was a good person. All right, Grandpa is going to cook. On the other hand, Lin Xian had just walked out of the Bounty Hunter Guild when his phone rang. The caller ID showed that it was Ling Ying. "Hello, little Ling Ying. What's up?" Lin Xian smiled as he answered the call. Ling Ying paused for a moment and asked, "Bastard, are you coming or not?" "Forget it if you're not coming." Lin Xian was speechless. Damn it! How dare she scold him? Lin Xian decided to teach this girl a lesson. But, why did it feel like although Ling Ying said that, Lin Xian felt that she wanted him to go? Women were such inexplicable creatures. "Come, I was just about to call you to ask for the address. Send it to me on WeChat." "Okay, I'll send you the menu. Help me buy some groceries on the way." Lin Xian was speechless. "No way. I have to buy them. It's just on the way. It won't take long. What's wrong? I'm cooking for you, and you're helping me buy groceries? Are you not happy?" Okay. I'll buy them." However arrogant Ling Ying was now, Lin Xian would make her embarrassed tonight. Chapter 148. After 20 minutes, Lin Xian carried a few dozen kilograms of groceries with both hands. He could not understand why so many ingredients were needed to make a few dishes. "Even Lin, you did not buy so much for 2 days each time, right?" Ling Ying's place was actually quite close to his house, about 3 kilometers away. In a city, 3 kilometers was really close. It was also not far from Tianhua Academy and was also in a high-end district. Lin Xian had already guessed it. Looking at Ling Ying's temperament, this girl was definitely from a rich family. It was normal for a rich family's daughter to rent a beautiful house or even buy one. Actually, even if she was not from a rich family, with her ability, it was too easy for her to earn money. Ling Ying lived on the 24th floor, which was also the top floor of the building. She probably lived so high up because she liked the feeling. But all these were not important. What was important was that Lin Xian was going to Ling Ying's house. A single man and a single woman. It was getting dark outside. What would happen? Lin Xian was also looking forward to it. He did not have any good intentions when he came over for dinner. Ding dong, Lin Xian pressed the doorbell, and soon, the sound of slippers running to the door could be heard. The door was opened, and this was the first time Lin Xian saw Ling Ying in her home clothes. She was wearing a loose white sweater and shorts that were so short that they were covered by the oversized shirt. All he could see was a pair of long legs that made one's imagination run wild. Pop, Ling Ying took the lollipop out of her mouth and looked at Lin Xian, sizing him up. "You're wearing this? F***CK. What do you want me to wear? Hurry up and go in, it's so heavy." Then, Ling Ying made space for Lin Xian. Lin Xian carried the groceries in and placed them on the ground. Then, he extended his hand to Ling Ying. Ling Ying was stunned. He took out a lollipop and handed it to Lin Xian. "No, these dishes cost 310 yuan in total. I'll round it off and return 300 yuan to you." Ling Ying. Ding. You have sensed Ling Ying's displeasure. Scumbag value plus 10,000. Wow. I really want to beat up this bastard in front of me. Ling Ying held it in. "I spent so much effort to cook a table of dishes for you. Don't tell me it costs more than 300 yuan? Ling Ying rolled his eyes at Lin Xian. "Wow. You don't want to pay, do you? Men." Ling Ying rolled his eyes at Lin Xian again, then carried the groceries into the kitchen. "Sit anywhere you like. I'm going to cook. Also, you're not allowed to enter my room. Otherwise, I'll beat you to death." Ling Ying's voice was heard. "I'll go." Lin Xian closed the door and said, "I'm still your guest. It's fine if you don't treat me well, but at least pour me a glass of water." Whoosh, a bottle of water was thrown over. Lin Xian reached out and caught it. It was still a drink. Lin Xian's mouth twitched. "Okay, you're good. Then let me see what my little girlfriend's house is like." "Ling Ying," she said while arranging the dishes, "who's your girlfriend?" Lin Xian smiled and didn't say anything. Then, he walked around Ling Ying's house. He had to admit that this girl knew how to live. The overall decoration was very warm and beautiful. It was also a 3-bedroom house. What surprised Lin Xian the most was the living room. This was the 24th floor. On one side, there wasn't a wall, but a glass. It was completely transparent glass. Through the glass, one could see the beautiful scenery far away. After all, it was the 24th floor. Sitting next to it was pretty cool. However, for people who were afraid of heights, this was a forbidden area. Hey, is this glass hard? If I leaned on it and broke, wouldn't I fall from the 24th floor and become minced meat? Lin Xian said. Ling Ying's voice came. Nonsense. If it was normal glass, do you think you would dare to decorate it like this? You can't break this glass even with the strength of a spirit focus cultivator. Only a beginner arcane body cultivator can barely break it. However, it won't fall. It's a strengthened version of tempered glass. That's good. Do you like to sit next to this glass and look at the scenery when you're free every day? Of course. Otherwise, why would I decorate this place like this? Lin Xian muttered, I don't know if it's better to do it on the sofa next to this. What did you say? Ling Ying's voice came from the kitchen. Nothing. Lin Xian suddenly coughed. However, he was looking forward to it. Next to the glass was a special kind of sofa. It was quite big and was tightly pressed against the glass. There was a quilt on top of it. It seemed that Ling Ying often slept on this sofa. However, it was indeed very beautiful. After looking around the other rooms, one of them was tightly shut and even locked. It seemed to be Ling Ying's boudoir. It's still locked. I don't know what secrets are inside. She's still shy. Lin Xian couldn't help but laugh in his heart. Then, he went to another room. In this room, there wasn't anything special to pay attention to. The only thing that caught Lin Xian's attention was a picture frame on the table. Inside it was a picture of 2 girls. Lin Xian picked it up and looked at it. One of them was Ling Ying. However, it seemed to be her from 2 or 3 years ago. At that time, she was a little young and inexperienced. However, she was also very beautiful. She preferred to wear black clothes, which was also in line with her personality. The other girl made Lin Xian stunned. Ling Ying was already incomparably beautiful. This girl didn't lose to Ling Ying in the slightest. She was wearing a white dress. This girl's beauty really made Lin Xian surprised. The 2 of them were in a beautiful field of rapeseed flowers. The sun was warm and the background was beautiful. Ling Ying was hugging her from behind with a sly look on her face. She even looked like she wanted to kiss her. The other girl looked like an ice beauty just by looking at the photo. Ling Ying, on the other hand, had a look of disdain. This photo was quite interesting. Lin Xian took the photo and walked to the kitchen. Ling Ying was busy. Little Ling Ying, who is this person in the photo? She's so beautiful. Damn. How dare he praise someone else's beauty? However, Ling Ying took a look and said, It's Han Chushue. Don't you know her? Sure enough, it's Han Chushue. I knew it. Only Han Chushue could be comparable to you in terms of beauty. Then Lin Xian said, I've heard of her, but I've never seen her before. I've also never seen her photo, so I don't know her. What do you think? Isn't she beautiful? Ling Ying asked with a smile. Praising another girl's beauty in front of another girl was the most stupid thing to do. Of course, Lin Xian knew. She is indeed beautiful, but compared to you, there's still a gap. Lin Xian said. Tsk. Hypocritical man. Ling Ying snorted, but he was still happy in his heart. What? Do you think you're not as beautiful as Han Chushue? Lin Xian asked with a smile. Otherwise, why is she the #1 school beauty and I'm #2? Lin Xian shrugged and said, In my eyes, you're #1 and she's #2. That's it. Chapter 149. How should he put it? Han Chushue was indeed beautiful, but Ling Ying didn't lose to her at all. This was Lin Xian's heartfelt words. Both of them were top-notch beauties, and they were equally matched. As for why Han Chushue was number 1 and Ling Ying was number 2, Lin Xian roughly knew the reason. It was because of their temperament and character. Ling Ying was the type of girl who was unrestrained, devilish, and mischievous. She didn't play by the rules. In other people's eyes, she was a wanton girl. On the other hand, Han Chushue was a noble and cold goddess. Everyone had their own preferences, but it was definitely Han Chushue's cold goddess temperament that could arouse a man's desire to conquer her. Think about it. Conquering such a woman should be the most difficult. It was also because of this reason that Han Chushue was naturally liked by more people. More accurately, they wanted to conquer her. It didn't mean that Han Chushue suppressed Ling Ying in terms of looks. That wasn't the case. You think I'll believe you? Here, I'll give you a choice. Between me and Han Chushue, you can choose one to have sex with. Who will you choose? Of course it's Han Chushue. Ling Ying. Why? Because I've already had sex with you. Ling Ying. Go to hell. Then, Ling Ying directly kicked over. Lin Xian was already prepared and dodged it. Damn. You're not holding back at all. If that kick hit me, I'd definitely fly 10 meters away. Lin Xian secretly sighed. All men deserve to die. Lin Xian. Then if all the men died, how would you women deal with it? Lin Xian asked with a smile. Can't a woman be with another woman? Ling Ying rolled his eyes. A woman with another woman. Lin Xian instantly imagined a scene, then his face revealed a thought-provoking expression. Ling Ying saw Lin Xian's expression and gritted his teeth. Pooh. Stinky man. Hurry up and go away, I'm going to cook. Leave me alone. Let me be your assistant. I'm bored anyway. You. Ling Ying squinted at Lin Xian and asked, Are you sure you'll do it? Tisk, just watch. Then, the two of them chatted in the kitchen while cooking. You really know how to do it. Seeing how proficient Lin Xian was, Ling Ying was really surprised. I know a lot of things. Lin Xian then picked up a piece of red braised pork and put it into his mouth. It tastes pretty good. As he spoke, he pinched another piece and sent it to Ling Ying's mouth. Try it. Ling Ying hesitated for a moment, but still opened his mouth and ate it. How is it? I did it. It tastes the same as Sister Yaya. It's delicious. I didn't expect you to be able to cook so well. Ling Ying said in surprise. If you like, I can cook for you often. Okay, you said it. After saying that, Ling Ying realized something. Didn't this mean that Lin Xian was going to come to her house often? No, there was a conspiracy. Forget it, I'll just eat casually. It's too troublesome. No need. No, you've already agreed. I plan to go home and bring all my daily necessities over. Ling Ying. Get lost. Hee hee. Lin Xian's lips curled into a smile. An hour later, 7 dishes and a soup were done. Originally, Lin Xian just wanted to eat casually. 3 or 4 dishes were enough because his goal wasn't to eat. However, Ling Ying was very insistent. He even said that with so many ingredients, if he didn't make enough, it would spoil. So, he made so much. Lin Xian made 2 dishes, and the rest were all Ling Ying's cooking. The two of them really sat at the table like a young couple, chatting and eating. The other day, you made 2 dishes at my house. I thought they were delicious, so I came over to eat. Lin Xian said as he ate Ling Ying's dishes. If it's delicious, then eat it all. Otherwise, it'll be a waste. Of course, my girlfriend's dishes will all be eaten. Ling Ying. I'll say it again, I'm not your girlfriend. It's just a matter of time. Then I haven't agreed yet. Okay. As long as you're happy. Ling Ying. Why did it feel like Lin Xian was looking at her as if she was his girlfriend? Alright, back to business. Do you know that the 3 great factions will send people to clear out the monsters in Linfeng City the day after tomorrow? Lin Xian suddenly asked. Ling Ying nodded. I know. Many nearby cities know about this. It's not a secret. Instead, the three great factions are openly recruiting cultivators to join. After all, the country is paying them, so it's naturally better to have more people. I plan to go, Lin Xian said. Ling Ying frowned slightly. Aren't you afraid of danger? After all, there are so many experts, and I heard that there are some in the law realm. It shouldn't be too dangerous, right? Actually, I plan to go too. Lin Xian. That's perfect. Let's go together. Ling Ying nodded. Okay. Is Han Chushue going? She's not going. It's just me. She wants to stay at home and draw, Ling Ying said helplessly. Draw? Look at her. She's a normal girl. Zither, chess, calligraphy, and painting. What about you? Aside from fighting and eating lollipops, what else can you do? Ling Ying. TCH, she's much more obsessed with martial arts than I am. It's just that she's recently fallen out of love and is in a bad mood, so she didn't even participate in the Sky Martial Conference. Fallen out of love? She's been in love before? What kind of man can conquer that kind of woman? She couldn't have been dumped, right? I like hearing you say that. That's right, she was dumped by that man, Ling Ying said. Who? A dead person. Lin Xian. Damn. That man couldn't have dumped her and she killed him out of anger, right? Lin Xian shuddered. You're thinking too much. It's just that that man saved her life in the demonic beast domain, and that man died. That's the only way to move that kind of woman's heart. I'm afraid that if there's no special circumstances, that woman might even die alone. Ling Ying shook his head. Lin Xian, you don't say. At that time, I seem to have inadvertently saved a girl. It's just that her face was covered in blood, so I couldn't see clearly. A hero saving a beauty? And then, nothing happened between you two? Ling Ying's lips curled up as he looked at Lin Xian. Lin Xian shrugged his shoulders and said, What the F***ck happened? I haven't seen her since. And you don't know how dangerous it was back then. Yours truly almost died there. If it weren't for my luck, you would have been a widow. Widow your sister. Ling Ying couldn't help but curse. Hey. She's such a beautiful girl. Why do you always curse? This won't do. You have to change and discipline her. Ling Ying. Endure. Endure. He mustn't make a move. It wouldn't be good if he accidentally killed him. Chapter 150. Lin Xian was amused to see Ling Ying going crazy but holding it in. For some reason, Lin Xian liked to see Ling Ying like this. It felt good. That's right. It was very good. Pour me a glass of water, Lin Xian said to Ling Ying. Ling Ying stood up. Wait a minute. She had to pour water just because he asked her to? Who was she, Ling Ying, to Lin Xian? Did she have to serve him? Wasn't there a water dispenser nearby? Couldn't he pour it himself? Pour it yourself, Ling Ying said to Lin Xian in annoyance. Lin Xian. Yo, you still have a temper? Nonsense. Why should I pour water for you? Ling Ying rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. Because I'm a guest. As the host, shouldn't you pour water for me? Is there something wrong with that? Ling Ying thought about it. If she had to put it that way, it was only right for her to pour a glass of water for Lin Xian. All right. When I go to your house as a guest, you'll have to serve me tea as well. Ling Ying looked at Lin Xian and said. Of course. You'll be a guest then. Ling Ying calmed down after hearing Lin Xian's words. She poured a glass of water for Lin Xian and brought it over. What are we going to do after dinner? Lin Xian asked with a smile as he ate. Go back home and find your mothers. Hurry up and go back after dinner. Lin Xian. So disobedient. Not obedient at all. Looking at Ling Ying and thinking about the obedient and gentle Lin Yi at home, the difference was huge. Asking for a beating. Definitely asking for a beating. It's raining outside. We can't go back. Ling Ying looked outside. Why the F***ck is it raining? Moreover, even if it was raining, they could still go home. That's true. Then help me wash the dishes before you go back. Lin Xian. Since he had already come to Ling Ying's house, how could he, Lin Xian, obediently return? Have you ever seen a big bad wolf enter a little white rabbit's house and leave without eating? How could this be? However, Lin Xian did not expose him. He was not in a hurry. His victory lay in his thick skin. Why aren't you talking? Ling Ying looked at Lin Xian in silence. He ate a mouthful of food and looked at Lin Xian curiously.
I'm thinking, tonight, the living room, the kitchen, the balcony, or the sofa on the other side of the glass wall, or all of them.
Ling Ying was stunned at first, but then he understood. She realized that she couldn't get angry. Every time Lin Xian drove her crazy, he would become even more excited. So, why don't I call Han Chushue and ask her to come to my house? I'll put some drugs in the food, and then you can do whatever you want. Is that okay? No, she'll kill me. That's easy. I'll take a video for you. With the threat of the video, she won't dare to touch you. Won't she be able to do whatever she wants in the future?
Okay then.
I'll go buy the drugs. You contact someone.
Ling Ying. Okay.
Ling Ying took out his phone and dialed a number.
Lin Xian. Damn.
She really called? The other side picked up after a few seconds. What's the matter? Han Chushue's emotionless voice came through the phone. Nothing big. Come to my house for dinner.
I've cooked.
Lin Xian. Okay, half an hour. Lin Xian hurriedly shook his head at Ling Ying. This woman was crazy.
Damn.
Han Chushue was here. It wasn't a big deal for Lin Xian to see her. For Lin Xian, it was a good thing for him. This situation was good for them to get along. However, his target wasn't Han Chushue. If Han Chushue came, wouldn't she be ruining Lin Xian's plans? So Lin Xian was scared. Ling Ying saw Lin Xian shaking his head and laughed in her heart. Little guy, you're scared. She realized that she couldn't go crazy or be scared.
Both of them were the type of people who would admit that they were scared first.
Whoever showed that they were scared first would lose. So when Ling Ying found out, she had to be tough with Lin Xian. No need. I'm already eating. I'm just letting you listen to the sound of me eating.
Listen, is it nice?
Ling Ying ate a few mouthfuls of food.
Boring.
Han Chushue said coldly and then hung up. Ling Ying put down the phone and looked at Lin Xian with a smile.
What? You're scared? You're a man and you're scared of this kind of thing.
What can you do in the future? Ling Ying teased. She finally won a round.
It felt good.
Actually, I'm not that kind of person. What's the point of doing this kind of thing? You're a scumbag, Ling Ying said. No. I'm not just a scumbag anymore. I'm a scumbag. Why would I go in that direction?
Am I right?
I'm a good citizen. Ling Ying chuckled. Then, she continued to eat her meal. Soon, they finished their meal. It was quite harmonious, but they kept arguing. I'll help you wash the dishes. Lin Xian walked into the kitchen. Although Ling Ying said that, she didn't want Lin Xian to wash the dishes. She could do it herself. It's okay. You go sit down and rest. I'll wash the dishes.
That's great. Love you.
After saying that, Lin Xian walked away. Love your sister, Ling Ying said and started washing the dishes skillfully.
About 10 minutes later, Ling Ying walked out of the kitchen and saw Lin Xian picking the lock.
That's right. This guy was picking the lock of her room. What are you doing? Ling Ying shouted in a tender voice. Lin Xian, your lock is quite strange. It's semicircular. I was curious. Lin Xian scratched his head and smiled awkwardly. Bastard! Ling Ying scolded angrily. Hurry up and leave. I won't send you off. Ling Ying glared at Lin Xian. What time is it now? It's 9 o'clock. I'm going to sleep. Ling Ying said.
That's good.
I also sleep around this time. I'm not leaving. Ling Ying, help me run the water. I want to take a shower.
Ling Ying, you.
Ling Ying pointed at Lin Xian. She was so angry that she couldn't speak. She had guessed that Lin Xian was going to act like a hooligan.
Or, you can show me your bedroom.
What's wrong with you?
Pervert.
You like to look at a girl's bedroom?
Ling Ying gritted her teeth. No.
You said that you closed the door and locked it. I'm curious if you're hiding something inside. Don't tell me you're hiding a man? Ling Ying nodded slightly.
Then, the corner of her mouth curled up. That's right.
I just had sex before you came.
3 of them. How was it?
Are you angry? If you're angry, then hurry up and go back.
You're awesome.
Lin Xian gave Ling Ying a thumbs up.
3 of them.
Only Ling Ying could say that out loud.
That's good.
You won't lose out if you add me in.
Ling Ying. She really didn't play by the rules.
Go to hell. Hurry up and go back. Ling Ying said in a pleading tone. I'm not going back.
Show me what you're hiding in your bedroom first.
Lin Xian acted like a rascal. He felt that this was the right way to deal with Ling Ying. Chapter 151. Last night, Ling Ying simply wanted to crawl into a crack in the ground. Last night, she was really tormented by Lin Xian until she couldn't take it anymore. Then, she begged for mercy, but Lin Xian actually told her to call him Baba. In the end, she called him. Lin Xian finally let her go. Thinking of this, Ling Ying felt ashamed. I remember I said before that I would definitely make you call me Baba. Did I do it now? Lin Xian looked at Ling Ying with a smug face. I want to sleep. Ling Ying really had no energy left in her body. This Lin Xian was simply an animal. Then do you agree to be my girlfriend? In your dreams. Then Lin Xian was about to move again. Don't. Ling Ying quickly grabbed Lin Xian's arm. She was already at her limit. How could this Lin Xian still have so much energy? He really was an animal. Ling Ying really wanted to beat Lin Xian up. She wanted to beat him up to vent her anger, but she couldn't do it. Women, in the end, were still soft-hearted. So, do you agree or not? Lin Xian asked again. I agree. Ling Ying was about to cry. That's right. Lin Xian grinned, kissed her and said softly, Go to sleep. You, come out first. Ling Ying was about to cry. She swore that this was the second time in her life that she was in such a sorry state. The first time was when they were training outside. Then you can't go back on your words. I promise you. Ling Ying's tears were about to fall. Good girl. Then, Ling Ying didn't think about anything else and fell into a deep sleep from exhaustion. Ding. Confession successful. Ling Ying. Ding. Ling Ying has become the host's girlfriend. Ding. Congratulations on completing the mission. The mission reward, Instant Shadow, has been issued. Ding. As the host is no longer single, his girlfriend Ling Ying has been identified as a top beauty. The host is rewarded with 5 million scumbag value. Ding. Host, please continue to work hard. Ding. Ling Ying's favorability with the host has reached 70. Ding. You have leveled up to Arcane Body Realm 3 stars. Ding. You have leveled up to Arcane Body Stage 4 stars. Ding. Additional rewards can be given to Ling Ying. The rewards are as follows: skin whitening by 10%, level increase by 2 stars, and maximum chest scaling by 10%. Confirm the effects. A series of system notifications exploded in Lin Xian's mind. Was this the reward for successfully confessing to a big sister? Wasn't this too exaggerated? 5 million scumbag points, skills, and then he actually leveled up by 2 levels. This was something that wasn't included in the quest rewards. An unexpected gain. It's a reward. Also, your breasts don't need to increase. They're just right, Lin Xian replied to the scumbag system in his mind. Taking effect. Effect complete. Congratulations to the host for obtaining an SSS grade girl. You have triggered the scumbag system's advancement quest, Abandon Ling Ying. Lin Xian. Was there something wrong with this system? Abandon Ling Ying. Advancement quest. Abandon your current girlfriend Ling Ying. Quest reward, Divine Skill, Holy Splendor. Quest time limit, 1 month. Quest penalty, level reset. Lin Xian. He wanted to die. This was a real scumbag system. A real scumbag. The key was that the penalty for not completing the quest was level reset. He wanted him to abandon Ling Ying? How was that possible? I'm not accepting this quest. Lin Xian replied in his mind. Quest has been forcefully accepted. Are you King crazy? Feeling dissatisfaction from the host, Level 3 Sky Lightning punishment is about to descend. Please retract your words. CK. I've tolerated you for a long time. Ding. Sky Lightning level increased to level 999. I'm sorry. Miss System, I was wrong. Ding. Sky Lightning punishment cancelled. Lin Xian. Wait, I can't do this quest. Also, I want to tell you that dumping your girlfriend doesn't make you a scumbag. Don't you realize that you're wrong? System. Then what else? The cute female voice of the scumbag system sounded. For example, if I have other girlfriends besides her, isn't that also considered scumbag behavior? System. So please retract this quest. The system obviously paused for a moment, as if it was really thinking about Lin Xian's words. The host's words are reasonable. The quest will be retracted. Wait, leave the reward. Ding. Quest changed to passionate. Reward remains. Punishment remains. What? Lin Xian then took a look. Passionate. Advancement quest. Please establish a second girlfriend within a week. Quest reward, Divine Skill, Holy Splendor. Quest penalty, level reset. Lin Xian. Good. 1 week. Although the punishment was still as perverted as before, but it should be possible, right? Lin Xian was also somewhat helpless. This system really made him love and hate it at the same time. Lin Xian took a deep breath. After last night, his scumbag points had reached 15 million this morning. It was a huge amount, but it didn't seem like much. After that, Lin Xian looked at the skill, Flickering Shadow, that he had obtained from completing this quest. This was directly enlightening. Lin Xian immediately learned it, so it could be used now. Flickering Shadow. Grade. Unknown. Cost of Spiritual Energy. 200. Space Attribute Special Skill. After learning it, one does not need to control space to use it. Effect. Teleport anywhere within 10 meters. The introduction was very simple, but Lin Xian was very surprised. This was actually a space attribute skill. What made him even more surprised was that this space attribute skill might require one to have control of space. But if one directly learned it, one could use it without having control of space or space attributes. This was the amazing part. One did not need to have space attributes but could achieve the effect of space attributes. Teleport. Among all the types of martial skills, teleport was probably the rarest one. In an instant, one would appear in another place. In battle, although this martial skill did not have any damage, its effect was incomparably shocking and heaven-defying. 10 meters seemed very short, but it was enough. Lin Xian was very satisfied. The cost of 200 spiritual energy was actually not that high. It could be used sparingly in battle. If it was used continuously, Lin Xian's current spiritual energy would not be able to bear it anyway. This martial skill greatly increased Lin Xian's combat power. He was very satisfied. From last night until this morning, He had been squeezed dry by Ling Ying in exchange for this martial skill. It was 2F** king profitable. After that, Lin Xian looked at his own attributes. Name, Lin Xian. Age, 21. Realm, Arcane Body Realm 4 stars. Level, 24. Experience, 0.33000. Scumbag points, 152101000. Strength, 706. Vitality, 736. Agility, 655. Spirit, 545. Spiritual energy, 2850. Talent, Imperial Medical Sacred Technique. Martial skills, Eye of Insight, 5. Thunder Constellation, Heavenly Star Fist, Chi Condensation Strike, Rapid Shadow, Flickering Shadow, Lightning Thousand Slash, 5 Elements Arts, Heavenly Thunder Flash. Spiritual Equipment, Dragon Rain Sword. Attributes, Metal, Wood, Water, Fire, Earth, Wind, Thunder, permanently activated, Darkness, Light, Space, Time. All attributes can be used once. Permanently activated when enough attribute power is obtained. Chapter 152. Lin Xian wasn't too sure about the difference in his attributes compared to other warriors of the same realm, but he knew that his vitality and mental strength were definitely high. His vitality had been tempered by the Thunder Soul and increased by the gene fluid exchanged from the system store. His mental strength had also been increased. Moreover, Lin Xian's mental strength was much higher than other warriors of the same realm. Perhaps it was because he had reincarnated? Arcane Body Realm 4 stars. An increase of 2 stars was a completely unexpected gain for Lin Xian. He was already very satisfied, and even more satisfied was that he had taken down this SSS-ranked big sister Ling Ying. Looking at the sleeping Ling Ying, the corners of Lin Xian's mouth couldn't help but curl up slightly. He didn't think that he would take her down in such a way. He didn't know if she was convinced or not. But since the system had already determined that Ling Ying was his girlfriend, it naturally knew that Ling Ying didn't agree temporarily to deal with Lin Xian. That meant that it was real, and that was enough. Lin Xian also fell asleep after sending a message to Linya. Last night, he had already told Linya that he wouldn't be going home. Now, he told her that he would go directly to school and go home in the afternoon. He slept until 11 o'clock in the afternoon. Lin Xian only woke up when Ling Ying moved. Damn it! He didn't feel tired when he did that, so why did he sleep so deeply after it was over? When he opened his eyes, Ling Ying was blinking her big eyes and looking at Lin Xian from his embrace. Lin Xian looked at her and she quickly avoided his gaze. You're awake. Lin Xian chuckled, then rubbed his head against Ling Ying's little head and sniffed her scent. Damn it, what time is it? Ling Ying quickly looked at the watch on her wrist. Thank goodness. She was supposed to go to the temple this morning. What's the matter? Yes, I'm going to the temple to find someone to talk about something. Man? If it's a man, I won't let you go. Ling Ying. Go to hell. Animal. Ha ha ha. Is it something important? Ling Ying shook her head. Not really, I don't want to drag it out. Okay, I'm going to school too. Lin Xian then opened his arms and said, help me change. Ling Ying. Hurry. Oh, Ling Ying replied. She then sat up and helped Lin Xian put on his clothes with a red face. Good girl. Lin Xian couldn't help but laugh. This was to Lin Xian es to the templestes. Lin estes. S's. To the twos. To the Lins. T's. Lin tss. In the kitchen, Ling Ying took a deep breath. This Lin Xian really got his way. She was really taken down by him. Damn it. She was pissed. She was extremely pissed. Lin Xian didn't formally confess, nor did he do anything, but he took her down. In her imagination, her future boyfriend would confess to her in front of thousands of people in a public square with thousands of roses. She would only agree to it in a romantic setting, but this was completely different from what she imagined, okay? Romantic. She wanted to kick Lin Xian away. Then, she sighed. What else could he do? This was still okay. Why was it okay? Maybe it was because she didn't feel disgusted. That's right, this could only be the reason. If she didn't like someone, no matter how many things he did, she wouldn't be moved. At most, she would feel guilty and feel that it wasn't worth it for him. Of course, normally, she wouldn't accept him because of this guilt. But if she liked someone, not to mention a boy confessing, even a girl might take the initiative to confess to him. Ling Ying might feel that she didn't really like Lin Xian, but she was conflicted. Otherwise, why would she agree to Lin Xian? Ling Ying was very smart. She just didn't have any experience in relationships, so she might not understand it. But not hating him was enough to show something. Time to eat. Lunch was simple. Ling Ying cooked some noodles, but it was still a sumptuous meal. Please add, hubby, in front of the meal. Lin Xian's voice drifted over. Get lost. Ling Ying's voice came from the kitchen again. Lin Xian smiled and walked over. Ling Ying was indeed much more obedient, but she was still Ling Ying. Lin Xian really liked this. If Ling Ying became as gentle as Linya, Lin Xian wouldn't be used to it. Really, you're still shy? Lin Xian sat at the table. Ling Ying placed the noodles and chopsticks in front of him. Who said so? Ling Ying rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. If you're not shy, then why don't you call me that? We're not married, so why should I call you that? Also, Ling Ying looked at Lin Xian proudly and said, don't think that you can do whatever you want just because I'm your girlfriend. I'm just playing with you. Once I'm tired of you, I'll throw you away. Lin Xian. Damn. Fierce. Then what if you're not tired of playing with me? Tisk, how's that possible? Lin Xian smiled and then ate the noodles. After eating, Ling Ying washed the dishes and looked at Lin Xian on the sofa. Then she sat across from him. Let me tell you, Ling Ying blushed and said, although I'm your girlfriend now, you're not allowed to control me. I don't care. You can do whatever you want. Of course, you have to remember that you're my girlfriend. Also, if there's anything dangerous, you have to discuss it with me. Otherwise, I'll spank you. Ling Ying. That's not a problem. Also, you're not allowed to order me around. Alu? When did I order you? Lin Xian looked at her suspiciously. Ling Ying blushed and stammered. This morning you asked me to help you get dressed. That's an order. Lin Xian grinned. Okay. I got it. This kind of thing was consensual. If Ling Ying wanted to be a good girlfriend, she wouldn't think much of it. Although Lin Xian agreed, Lin Xian didn't think that Ling Ying wouldn't serve him in the future. This was also Ling Ying's last bit of stubbornness. She wasn't a weak girl. She had to make things clear first. Otherwise, she would be bullied to death. Although Ling Ying felt that she would still be bullied in the future, at least she could say this to save her face, right? That's all I can think of for now. Then, I have something too. Ling Ying took a sip of water and looked at Lin Xian. Speak. Does the bet I made with you still count? Ling Ying naturally knew what Lin Xian was talking about. Of course it counts. Anyway, I'm just playing with you. You can do whatever you want outside. But when I need you, if you're flirting with other girls and ignoring me, then we'll meet again. Ling Ying said seriously. But she was just putting on a brave front. How could a girl be so magnanimous? She had said this before, and with her personality, she didn't want to admit defeat, so she could only follow along. Lin Xian was already very shocked. Ling Ying had already become Lin Xian's girlfriend. She actually didn't care if he was flirting with other girls outside. Wasn't this too magnanimous? As for the future, Lin Xian wouldn't be like this, right? After all, Ling Ying was now Lin Xian's official girlfriend. Chapter 153. Then what if you're jealous? Lin Xian asked with a smile. How is that possible? Why would I be jealous of you? You're thinking too much. Women. They didn't mean what they said. There's one more thing. Ling Ying thought about it and said, I don't want our relationship to be made public. Why? I don't want others to know that you're Ling Ying's boyfriend.
Otherwise, they'll laugh at my taste.
Lin Xian. What about me?
You're too weak.
F***ck. Lin Xian was unhappy.
I'm weak.
Who was the one begging me for mercy last night?
Ling Ying.
You're still talking. She gritted her teeth and angrily glared at Lin Xian. Then change your words first.
No. Fine.
You said I'm weak. Lin Xian then pounced on her. What are you doing? 1.5 hours later, Lin Xian put on his clothes with satisfaction. Now you're still calling me weak?
I'm not weak. No. I'm not weak.
Ling Ying collapsed on the sofa and wrapped herself in the quilt. Lin Xian looked at her and smiled. But I accept what you said just now. I don't want to announce that I have a girlfriend. Otherwise, I'll lose my peach blossoms. Ling Ying was about to cry.
If you accept it, then say it.
You bullied me for so long before saying it. Lin Xian went to Ling Ying's room and placed the medicine in front of her. Then, he poured her a glass of water.
Rest.
I'm going to school.
Be good.
Ling Ying then pulled the quilt. Oh, you're not replying to me. Ling Ying suddenly revealed a frightened expression.
Go.
Be careful on the road.
That's right.
Give me the key to your house. There's a sign hanging on the door. Ling Ying said weakly. Lin Xian pinched Ling Ying's little face and walked away with a smile. Only now did Ling Ying realize something. She had actually reached 10 stars of the arcane body realm. Last time, she had sex with Lin Xian for the first time, and her cultivation level had increased by 2 stars. This time, it had increased by another 2 stars. What was going on? Ling Ying was dumbfounded. Would doing this kind of thing with a man have such an effect? Unable to figure it out, Ling Ying took out his phone and made a call. What is it this time? Han Chushue's voice could be heard. She felt that Ling Ying sometimes annoyed her like a child.
Of course, she wasn't annoyed.
I'm very unhappy. I was bullied.
You?
Who can bully you?
Han Chushue was stunned and asked in surprise.
Let's not talk about this anymore. I want to eat barbecue. Han Chushue, can the instant shadow teleport through walls? Lin Xian was curious about this. Logically speaking, the space should be able to do it. He walked into the Sky Martial Court and stood on the wall beside the entrance of the Sky Martial Court. There were many students around. However, only the students of the Sky Martial Court came in and out of the Sky Martial Court. Those of the Tianhua Academy who had not entered the Sky Martial Court would rarely come to the entrance. Even if they did, it would be useless. Therefore, there weren't many people here. With this thought in mind, Lin Xian released the instant shadow. Then, he appeared in the Sky Martial Court. It's really possible. If that's the case, then the effect of instant shadow might exceed my expectations. Clap, 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 clap. At this moment, Lin Xian heard the sound of clapping not far away. Lin Xian turned his head and saw a middle-aged man clapping as he walked over. Impressive. The space attribute is indeed impressive.
Is this the power of teleportation?
To be able to control it to such an extent, I'm impressed.
You are.
The man extended his hand towards Lin Xian and said, I'm Chan Mo, the vice president of the Tianhua branch of the Trial Union. Nice to meet you. Trial Union. Lin Xian could roughly guess what he was up to.
Damn it.
He had coincidentally seen him release the instant shadow. Naturally, he thought that Lin Xian had released his space attribute. Do you have time to find a place to sit and catch up? Chen Mo asked with a smile. Lin Xian shook his head. Sorry, I don't have time. I have to rush to class. Today is Miss Zhao's academic class.
Goodbye.
After saying that, Lin Xian walked away. Chen Mo was stunned. He had already revealed his identity. He did not expect Lin Xian to be so uninterested. President Chen. Qin Xiaotian just happened to walk in from the back and saw this scene.
Oh, it's Xiaotian.
Chen Mo smiled. He and Qin Shaotian knew each other.
President Chen, you're looking for Lin Xian? Qin Shaotian saw that it was Lin Xian, so he paid extra attention.
What did Lin Xian do to make the vice president of the trial union, Chan Mo, come looking for him? Chan Mo nodded. Yes, I'm looking for him.
However, it seems like he doesn't have much of an interest in our trial union.
Looking for him?
For what?
Chan Mo smiled. Don't you know? Lin Xian has the space attribute. He's even a genius who can control the space attribute.
We're very concerned about this.
Qin Shaotian secretly clenched his fists. He had naturally heard about this. At first, he was very surprised and even had a skeptical attitude.
However, it was confirmed, so he believed it.
However, he felt very unbalanced.
Why?
What right did this Lin Xian have? He, Qin Shaotian, had been called a genius since he was young. He grew up in a superior environment. In order to maintain this title, he even made a move on Linya and took away her special cold body. His ability had reached a higher level, so he could maintain this position. However, even so, the trial union had never invited him.
Therefore, he was jealous. In his eyes, a person who was unpresentable suddenly received attention and even obtained the space and thunder attribute power. He could not understand. Why could a piece of trash grow to become like this?
He had to be eliminated.
He had to be eliminated as soon as possible because Qin Shaotian felt a sense of danger.
A very strong sense of danger. By the way, you're also participating in tomorrow's operation, right? Chen Mo asked. Qin Shaotian nodded. Yes, of course I'm participating in such a major battle for humanity.
Very good. Good luck. The future belongs to you young people.
In the future, we'll have to rely on geniuses like you and Lin Xian to hold power. That's all for now. I have to get to work. Then, Chen Mo walked away.
Ka. Qin Shaotian secretly clenched his fists.
Chen Mo's words actually put him and Lin Xian together.
In other words, in Chen Mo's eyes, Lin Xian was a genius on the same level as him.
How could he tolerate this? Lin Xian, I want you to die a horrible death.
Qin Shaotian's eyes were bloodshot.
Miss Xiao. Lin Xian went to class. Xiao Runing was in the middle of a lecture.
Why are you only here now?
Xiao Runing and the other students' gazes fell on Lin Xian. Was Lin Xian going to say that he and Ling Ying had sex until now? I had something to do, so I didn't come this morning. Miss Xiao, you won't blame me, right? Xiao Runing secretly rolled her eyes at Lin Xian.
Then, she looked at everyone and said, "Let's stop here for now.
You can do whatever you want." Then she looked at Lin Xian and said, "Come with me." Then, Lin Xian was brought to the office by Xiao Runing.
Ning, what's the matter?
Without anyone around, Lin Xian changed the way he addressed Xiao Runing. Xiao Runing was used to it.
Judgment will send someone to look for you.
Chapter 154.
Hearing Xiao Runing's words, Lin Xian nodded. I saw them.
Xiao Runing then said, it might not be just the trial union. This afternoon, people from the Divine Temple and even the Bounty Hunter Guild might come. You should be prepared. What do I need to prepare for? I'm not joining any of them. Miss Xiao, if they find you, help me say a few words. When the time comes, I'll have to reject them in person. It might not be good for my reputation.
After all, they did come with sincerity.
Lin Xian knew that even the vice president of the Tianhua City Trial Union had come.
The other party's sincerity was quite obvious.
Have you really thought it through?
Joining any one of them may play a crucial role in your future, and may even change your entire life.
Xiao Runing also spoke up for Lin Xian's sake. In any case, joining any of them would definitely be better for him. Lin Xian smiled, but I feel that changing my life is changing the life I don't want the most, so I don't want to. Alright, I won't give you any advice. You can decide for yourself.
Alright, where did you go last night?
Don't tell me you went to the beast territory? Lin Xian shook his head. No, I had something to do. Xiao Runing revealed a thought-provoking smile. In the past, you wouldn't speak so secretively. Looks like it's not a small matter. TCH, then I'll tell you. Last night, I went to bed. A girl went, do you believe me? I don't believe you. Xiao Runing rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. Hey, I don't believe you even if I tell you the truth. Woman. Xiao Runing couldn't be bothered to ask about this. She then said, but last night, I slept with your sister. I know a lot of your little secrets. Wah. You pervert, after sleeping with Han Chuxue, you slept with my sister. Why do you always like to sleep with other girls? Xiao Runing, go away, you're not serious. Of course, us girls like to sleep together. It's the same reason that you guys like to sleep on the same bed. That's true. However, I don't have any secrets, so I'm not afraid of you. Lin Xian shrugged. Really? Xiao Runing's mouth curled up. Seeing Xiao Runing's expression, Lin Xian became suspicious. Did he have any secrets? Even if there was, it shouldn't be anything special, right? Alright, I'm just teasing you. Go back to class. Fan and Yi have been nagging about you since you didn't come early in the morning. Let me tell you, don't let these two girls down. They probably have a good impression of you. Your sister is also very satisfied with them. If you think it's okay, you can choose one of them to be your girlfriend. But remember to take good care of the other's feelings. Don't hurt them. Lin Xian. In any case, I've already decided on you. I'm definitely going to get first place in the Qianwu tournament. I'm also going to get you as my girlfriend. Xiao Runing's face turned slightly red. She then laughed. Then do your best. I'll wait for you to get first place. Go on. Hee, then I'll be going. Lin Xian then walked past Xiao Runing and pinched her butt. Ding. Successfully pinched big sister's butt. Scumbag value plus 300,000. Xiao Runing. Bastard. What are you doing? Xiao Runing gritted her teeth and looked at Lin Xian angrily. This is what you should pay me back. Lin Xian said with a serious face. What do you mean? If you don't give me a reasonable explanation, you can wait for death. Xiao Runing said fiercely. When we met the two-headed evil-eyed tiger, you touched my brother. Is it wrong for me to pay you back? Hearing Lin Xian's words, Xiao Runing's face turned red. I didn't do it on purpose. I couldn't see. Xiao Runing explained. Then you touched it too. Lin Xian shrugged. Hurry up and leave. Don't make me angry. Hee, goodbye dear. Lin Xian then ran off with a smile. Bastard. Xiao Runing's face turned red. After a few seconds, she touched her burning face. She really didn't do it on purpose. Xiao Runing felt wronged that she was taken advantage of by Lin Xian. Suddenly, she realized something. God. She was actually embarrassed because of Lin Xian, who was younger than her and was her student. Xiao Runing took a deep breath and stopped thinking about it. Lin Xian arrived at class 10 and saw Qin Xiaotian. He didn't expect Qin Xiaotian to come again. Did he think that he wasn't humiliated enough last time? Qin Xiaotian naturally sat next to Yi. Yi was also helpless. Hey, Lin Xian, come play games. Lu Yufan saw Lin Xian and quickly waved his hand. You're here. Lin Xian smiled and walked over. Then, he looked at Qin Xiaotian and said, Young Master Qin, you're really free. Actually, what Lin Xian was trying to say was, do you have nothing better to do? Why did he come here all day? Qin Xiaotian smiled and said, It's okay. After all, it's quite difficult to raise your realm. After training outside for a few weeks, it's normal for me to take a break. Lin Xian, you might not understand. What Qin Xiaotian meant was that Lin Xian should know his own limits when his realm was low. Qin Xiaotian's lifestyle wasn't something a weakling like Lin Xian could understand. Yeah, I don't understand. I'm actually much more free than young Master Qin. I just go shopping with girls when I'm free.
Nonsense.
Yesterday, E and I asked you to go shopping, but you didn't want to go. Lu Yufan said at this time. After saying that, she secretly winked at Lin Xian. Godly teammate. Now, Qin Xiaotian was pissed. Yi actually took the initiative to go shopping with Lin Xian. And he didn't even go?
Why?
How was he, Qin Xiaotian, worse than Lin Xian? He stuck his face close to Yi, but she didn't even pay attention to him. Instead, she took the initiative to go to Lin Xian. That's because I have something to do. But I'll occasionally play games with Yi and the others when I'm free. Alright, young Master Qin, have you ever played games with Yi? Lin Xian asked. Qin Xiaotian's face was dark, but when he saw Lin Xian looking over, he instantly returned to normal. He then shook his head slightly. No, I don't usually like to play games. I don't like to play games either, but Yi and Little Fan Fan kept asking me to play. I had no choice, so I played. Critical hit. Another critical hit. Qin Xiaotian didn't like to play games, but they didn't ask him to play games either. However, Lin Xian didn't like to play games, but they took the initiative to ask Lin Xian to play games. The difference was obvious. Qin Xiaotian smiled awkwardly and didn't say anything. He really wanted to kill Lin Xian. He wanted to kill him right now, but he had to maintain his rationality. He had to maintain it. Qin Xiaotian probably wouldn't come to class 10 again. Yi didn't interrupt because she was afraid of saying the wrong thing. He Xiang. At this moment, Lin Xian shouted. Brother Xian, what's the matter? He Xiang quickly ran over. What are you doing? Young Master Qin came, but you didn't pour him any tea. How many times do I have to remind you? Chapter 155. Hearing Lin Xian's words, the corner of Qin Xiaotian's mouth twitched uncontrollably. Damn Lin Yang. If he didn't fall, then so be it. He didn't even care. Why did you have to call him out? Qin Xiaotian really wanted to peel off Lin Xian's skin and pull out his tendons. He Xiang hurriedly said, I'm sorry, Master Qin. It's all our fault for being too stupid. I'll go get some tea now. At this time, Xiao Runing walked in, followed by a few men. Lin Xian had already seen one of them before. It was Chan Mo, the vice president of the Tianhua City branch of the Magic Court. There were also two others. One of them was a girl, about 26 or 27 years old. She was dressed in a bold and unrestrained manner. Her appearance was very good, beautiful, and mature. The last one was a middle-aged man. Lin Xian, the three of them are looking for you, Xiao Runing said to Lin Xian. She then went to the back and sat down, waiting to see what would happen next. Lin Xian looked at them. Of course, he knew what they were here for. Hi, Lin Xian. Chan Mo greeted Lin Xian, as if he was familiar with him. Qin Xiaotian could only stand aside because of their arrival. He could not give Lin Xian face, but he still had to give Chan Mo face. After all, if he didn't step aside, it wouldn't be in line with his perfect gentleman persona. Chan Mo and the other two walked over. Then, Chan Mo said to Lin Xian, let me introduce you. This is Wang Jichao, one of the higher-ups of the Enforcement Union. His strength has reached the Lightning Calamity stage. Lin Xian was quite surprised. This Wang Jichao seemed to be about 40 years old. A 40-year-old Lightning Calamity stage cultivator was indeed quite powerful. Relatively speaking, it was powerful. However, to them, it was actually quite average. On the other hand, Xiao Runing, Ling Ying, and even Qin Xiaotian could reach the Lightning Calamity stage before the age of 30. They didn't even need to wait that long. Compared to Wang Jichao, they were much stronger. Greetings, Senior. Wang Jichao smiled and nodded at Lin Xian. This beautiful lady is the president of the Tianhua City branch of the Enforcement Union. She is also my superior, Zhang Nan. Lin Xian, right? Nice to meet you. Zhang Nan smiled and extended her hand to Lin Xian. Lin Xian stood up and politely shook her hand.
This Zhang Nan was quite pretty, but compared to girls like Yi Yi and the others, she was still a little weaker.
But she was definitely a great beauty.
However, since the system didn't issue a quest, Lin Xian wasn't interested in her. This system is very crafty, it must be that kind of SSS grade beauty to issue a mission.
Even if Yi Yi and Lu Yufan did not look as good as Ling Ying now, they might be in a few years' time.
After all, they were still young and inexperienced. They were not at their most beautiful age.
When the surrounding people heard their identities, they were all incomparably shocked.
The president and vice president of the Enforcement Union branch came to look for Lin Xian, and they looked very friendly. What were their identities? One of the three major powers, the people with the highest status in a city. That's right, the people standing in front of them were such existences. Their existences were on equal footing with the city's mayor. Zhang Nan then looked at Lin Xian and said, "Lin Xian, we have heard about your previous matters.
Everyone admires you very much." No, it's what I should do." Lin Xian scratched his head and pretended to be simple and honest. This scene made Xiao Runing hold back her laughter. "You, Lin Xian, have this kind of simple and honest persona?"
Bullshit.
But she saw through it and didn't say it out loud.
"Regarding the purpose of our visit, Lin Xian, you should already know, right?"
Zhang Nan looked at Lin Xian and said with a smile.
I was fortunate enough to meet the vice president before.
He told me."
"Then you mean..." Zhang Nan naturally knew what Lin Xian meant. When Chen Mo heard that Lin Xian did not have this intention, he immediately told Zhang Nan this news. Therefore, she hurried over.
She had no choice but to come. The higher-ups simply valued Lin Xian too much.
What they valued was not their Tianhua City branch, but the headquarters, which was the true higher-ups of the Enforcement Union.
It was enough to see how much they valued Lin Xian.
However, in their opinion, with such a powerful use of the power of space at such a young age, his future was limitless.
He might even break some records.
In the future, he would definitely be an extremely powerful existence. If they did not rope him in now, they would not have the chance in the future.
She still wanted to fight.
She must fight.
Lin Xian did not agree because he did not know how he would be treated in the future. Once he knew, they would definitely be able to rope him in.
Otherwise, if he was roped in by the other two powers, it would be a great loss for them.
"President Zhang, I have already told Vice President Chen Mo that I will not join any powers, so I'm sorry."
Qin Xiaotian sneered in his heart.
How could he not see that this was a game of cat and mouse?
Young. But in fact,
Lin Xian really was not playing cat and mouse.
In fact, even Zhang Nan and the others felt that Lin Xian was also playing cat and mouse.
This was a very normal situation.
They naturally understood.
It's like this. I want to first talk about our sincerity.
After all, Lin Xian, you are so young, and your control of the power of space is so skillful. No matter where you go, you will be heavily groomed and put in an important position. After joining our trial union, you will immediately receive countless cultivation resources, martial skills, spiritual weapons.
As long as the trial union has it, you can take whatever you like.
Of course, I'm talking about all the resources.
We will not hide anything from you.
For example, we will hide very powerful martial skills and such and only let you see the surface.
It won't be like this. Hua! Everyone was in an uproar. This was too tempting.
What did it mean? It meant that after Lin Xian joined the trial union, he would not have to worry about any resources in the future. He could just focus on improving himself. Behind him, there would be the trial union that would provide him with everything. As one of the three major powers, the trial union had an extremely rich foundation. In this world, there was probably no other power that had a richer foundation than the three major powers. In the eyes of everyone, not to mention being heavily groomed by the three major powers and being able to use the three major powers' resources freely, just being able to join the three major powers was already a luxury.
This required one's own strength.
However, Lin Xian could actually receive such treatment.
Xiao Runing understood better.
Since they had already offered such conditions, it was already extremely generous. For any martial artist, this already meant that he had the key to becoming a powerhouse in the future. Qin Xiaotian secretly clenched his fists. Not only did they invite Lin Xian to join the trial union, but they even offered such a generous reward. The trial union's sincerity made Qin Xiaotian excited. If it were him, he would agree without hesitation. His family's influence was quite strong, but compared to the trial union, it was trash. This was even Qin Xiaotian's wish. However, it happened to Lin Xian. Chapter 156. However, at this moment, footsteps were heard from the door. The trial union is really generous. A middle-aged man walked in, followed by two twin sisters. They looked like attendants. Lu Nanfeng. Zhang Nan recognized Lu Nanfeng at a glance. Someone from the holy sanctum came. Lu Nanfeng glanced at them and then looked at Lin Xian. He then smiled. Lin Xian, right? Hello. I'm Lu Nanfeng, the person in charge of the holy sanctum in Tianhua City. Lin Xian was speechless. Oh my God. He just wanted to go home and hug Linya to sleep. He didn't want to do these things. I'm sorry. You've all come for nothing. I don't plan to join any forces, so I'm sorry. Lin Xian said. Lu Nanfeng naturally thought that he was playing hard to get. He then smiled and said, Lin Xian, don't worry. The holy sanctum has given you very generous treatment. I've heard what President Zhang said just now. The holy sanctum can give you the same treatment. In addition, we'll give you a chance to enter the God's awakening door. Therefore, I hope you can consider it. What? Zhang Nan and the other two revealed arrogant expressions. Xiao Runing's beautiful eyes also lit up. Not many people present knew about the God's awakening door. Other than them, only Xiao Runing and Qin Xiaotian knew about it. Ka. Qin Xiaotian secretly clenched his fists. The God's awakening door was also his dream. It was a place he wanted to enter his entire life. He had worked hard to reach this height. In the eyes of others, he was the pride of the heavens. However, he was still not qualified. Why? Wasn't it because of the space attribute? Why would the holy sanctum give Lin Xian such treatment and not hesitate to rope him in? Jealousy. Jealousy burning. What's this God's awakening door? Lin Xian was curious because he saw the shock on Zhang Nan and the rest's faces. Who was Zhang Nan? The president of the Tianhua City branch of the Enforcement Union had a very high status. Even she was shocked. It was enough to see how extraordinary the God's awakening door was. Hearing Lin Xian's question, Lu Nanfeng laughed in his heart. Sure enough, Lin Xian was just a child. Roping him in was easy. Although the slots for the God's awakening door were extremely rare, and he was shocked when he received the news from the upper echelons of the sacred temple, it was reasonable for a genius in the power of space to receive such treatment from the sacred temple. Lu Nanfeng then slowly said, This God's awakening door is our temple's treasure. It is also the foundation for our temple to become one of the three major powers. It is behind this door. As for what lies behind this door, I'm ashamed to say that I don't know because I don't have the qualifications to enter. However, I do know that upon entering, a martial artist's attributes will be raised to the limit. Level up. No. It's not as simple as leveling up. For example, the power of space attribute that you can use can teleport 40 people 1,000 meters away. If you come out after entering, this effect might be doubled. So, do you understand how powerful the God's awakening door is? In addition, the God's awakening door has the ability to temper one's body and increase one's mental strength. I've only heard of it, but it's all true. With such an opportunity, Lin Xian, you will become a dragon among men. Those so-called geniuses will also be trampled under your feet. This is our sacred temple's sincerity. I hope you will consider it carefully. Lin Xian revealed a shocked expression. Behind a door, one could double one's attributes, temper one's body, and train one's mental strength. The enhancement that this place could give Lin Xian was simply unimaginable. When Lu Nanfeng said this, Zhang Nan and the rest already knew that they had no qualifications to compete. The trial union was indeed powerful, but they did not expect the sacred temple to offer such a condition.
Lin Xian, I think you should consider it.
The God's Awakening Door can allow a genius to evolve into a son of God. In the 5 great empires, in the entire planet Aqua Blue, there are only a few places that can compare to the God's Awakening Door.
Xiao Runing said to Lin Xian.
Although she knew what Lin Xian meant, she also knew what the God's Awakening Door represented.
This could really allow Lin Xian to soar into the sky.
To be honest, she did not want Lin Xian to miss this opportunity.
Lu Nanfeng looked at Xiao Runing, and his pupils shrank. Why was she in Tianhua City?
Lu Nanfeng saw Xiao Runing secretly shake her head at him, and then Lu Nanfeng's expression returned to normal.
Lu Nanfeng then looked at Lin Xian and continued, "That's right.
Lin Xian, perhaps you don't know how precious the spots to enter the God's Awakening Door are.
Let me explain it to you.
Within a year, there are a total of 10 people who can enter the God's Awakening Door.
These 10 people are all below the age of 25.
They are chosen from the hundreds of millions of young people in the 5 empires. They have to overcome all obstacles and defeat several thousand or even tens of thousands of genius-level opponents in order to obtain a spot." Of course, Lin Xian understood. He did not understand, but he could understand just by listening to it.
In the 5 great empires, the young talents under the age of 25 would compete.
It was like a competition, one round after another. From a county to a city, from a city to a province, and from a province to a nation. It should be the same logic, and there were only 10 people. In addition, the Qianwu assembly you are participating in is actually a competition before entering the God's Awakening Door. The top 10 from your Qianwu assembly will compete with the top 10 from the other cities and universities in the Hua Nation. The top 10 will then compete with the experts from the other 4 great empires. Only the top 10 can enter the God's Awakening Door.
Lin Xian.
Oh my God! This is too exaggerated. And the Qianwu assembly is actually for this. And there are so many more competitions after that. Every round, it was Ling Ying and Han Chushue who were on the same level as them.
If I agree, won't they have one less spot?
That is not what you need to worry about. So, what do you mean?
Lu Nanfeng looked at Lin Xian. Qin Xiaotian gritted his teeth. He hated it. He needed to go through the Qianwu assembly and enter the top 10.
Then, he would have to compete multiple times before he could enter the God's Awakening Door.
However, Lin Xian could enter now.
There was only one chance.
I'm sorry.
Although it is very tempting, I thank Sage Sanctum for your kind intentions. Perhaps I can enter the God's Awakening Door with my own ability and not through the back door. Although this is an opportunity, I might look down on myself. Moreover, I like freedom.
Are you crazy? You don't want this kind of treatment?
Lu Nanfeng was dumbfounded. If he had thought that Lin Xian was playing hard to get before, he now thought that he was an idiot. This was an opportunity that others could only dream of but could not get. He actually rejected it.
Xiao Runing was also stunned.
Qin Xiaotian was even more shocked.
Chapter 157. In Qin Xiaotian's eyes, there was nothing more delicious than this pie that fell from the sky. However, Lin Xian actually didn't want it.
Why did he fight so hard and even use a series of improper methods to strengthen himself and even enter the God's Awakening Door?
However, Lin Xian didn't want it.
Why?
What right did he have?
In an instant, Qin Xiaotian felt that the gap between himself and Lin Xian was so big. Shouldn't he be the one to crush Lin Xian and trample Lin Xian under his feet? But now, whether it was the attention, the treatment, or the fact that Lin Xian didn't want this incomparably precious treatment in Qin Xiaotian's eyes, he felt that he was being trampled under Lin Xian's feet in all aspects.
No. It's just that his luck is good. It's only because he has the spatial attribute.
If I also had the spatial attribute, I would definitely be much stronger than him. The 3 major powers would definitely use more generous treatment to rope me in.
That's right. Qin Shaotian comforted himself in his heart. Lin Xian smiled and said, I said before that I will rely on my own strength to obtain this quota. Moreover, I am confident that I can obtain it. Why should I need you to give it to me? Instead, I am a member of the Holy Temple. I will owe you a favor and help the Holy Temple.
As for the Holy Temple and the various cultivation resources of the Trial Union, I believe that I will be able to obtain even better in the future.
So, I'm sorry everyone. Lin Xian is indebted to the Trial Union and the Holy Temple.
I like freedom.
Lin Xian could enter the God's Awakening door through his own efforts. Cultivation resources, martial skills, spirit weapons. Did Lin Xian lack them? Yes, he lacked them for the time being. However, which of the scumbag man system's martial skills weren't heaven-defying? Which of the martial skills weren't stronger than the treasures of the major powers? There was no need for that. Then why did Lin Xian want to join? If he joined, he would be restricted everywhere. The so-called freedom was actually useless. Especially for this favor, it would be too difficult to repay it once it was owed. No one thought that Lin Xian would reject it. They really didn't expect it. They even admired Lin Xian.
If it was any one of them, not to mention the Holy Temple, even the Trial Union's conditions would be the first thing they would agree to.
However, Lin Xian actually rejected them all. You're not joking? Lu Nanfeng confirmed again. Lin Xian nodded. Yes, thank you for your kind intentions. I've decided, so I'm sorry to have wasted your trip. Lu Nanfeng let out a sigh. What an idiot. This God's Awakening door was a place that he didn't have the right to enter in this lifetime. Alright, but if you decide to change your mind, you can look for me at any time in the Holy Sanctum. Then I won't disturb you all. Lu Nanfeng gave a slight nod to Xiao Runing before leaving with the pair of twins behind him. Then we'll go back too. Sorry for the disturbance. Zhong Nan said to Lin Xian. She did not even have the courage to ask Lin Xian to look for her in the Trial Union if he changed his mind. She did not have the right to do so. Lin Xian had already rejected the treatment offered by the Divine Temple, so how could the Trial Union be able to do so? It was not that the Trial Union was inferior to the Holy Temple. The Trial Union also had their own heaven-defying resources, but the higher-ups didn't inform them. The Bounty Hunter Guild didn't come. Logically speaking, they should have come, but for some reason, they didn't. Could it be that Miao Zhenghao knew about Lin Xian's thoughts and told the Bounty Hunter Guild? Let's go. Lin Xian waved his hand, and everyone went back to do their own things. Qin Shaotian felt that he couldn't stay there any longer. He was asking for humiliation. He couldn't believe that he would one day have to see the light of another person, and this person was someone he had once trampled under his feet. But before that, Qin Shaotian wanted to confirm something. He believed that Lin Xian must know. Junior Lin Xian, I have to say that I admire you. You can actually reject such treatment. Qin Shaotian said with a smile as he patted Lin Xian's shoulder. Young Master Qin, you're too kind. But if you were me, would you make the same choice as me? Lin Xian asked with a smile. Qin Shaotian said with a smile, I think there's a high chance that I would make the same choice as you. You're right. We can rely on our own abilities and hard work to enter the God's Awakening door. If we accept their favor, we'll owe them a favor. In this era, it's best not to owe favors. Lin Xian sneered in his heart. You're still pretending to be noble here. Yi Yi and Lu Yufan didn't know much about them. They only heard that they were quite powerful. But they weren't as shocked by Lin Xian's rejection as compared to those people. Lin Xian, tomorrow there's a plan by the three major forces to clear out Lin Feng City. I wonder if you're aware of it? Qin Shaotian asked. Lin Xian nodded. I know. Why? This is a good opportunity to go out and train. There are a lot of demonic beasts in Lin Feng City. Even I don't dare to go there. So I suggest that you follow them. Lin Xian sneered in his heart. This Qin Shaotian was starting to encourage him to go out. It seemed that Qin Shaotian couldn't hold back anymore.
He probably wanted to use the opportunity in the demonic beast domain to get rid of him. That's right. Qin Shaotian really couldn't hold back anymore. And he really wanted to get rid of Lin Xian in the demonic beast domain. In the demonic beast domain, there was no surveillance or anything like that. It was definitely the safest place. Even if they went together and Lin Xian died, Qin Shaotian could say that he was killed by a demonic beast. Chu Haohan hadn't made a move yet. Qin Shaotian felt that if he could find a chance to kill Lin Xian in the demonic beast domain, it would save him a lot of trouble. And in the demonic beast domain, Qin Shaotian didn't think that Lin Xian had any means to guard against him. So he was testing Lin Xian's attitude. If Lin Xian were to go as well, then this would be the perfect opportunity. And I'm going too. Is young Master Qin going too? Hearing Lin Xian's words, Qin Shaotian was overjoyed. That's great. Then he nodded, yes, this is a rare opportunity. Naturally, I have to go too. I might even be able to go all the way. Lin Xian smiled, that's great. Although there are so many experts, it would be best if there was an expert like young Master Qin protecting me. Qin Shaotian wanted to make a move on him? Then Lin Xian might not be afraid. On the contrary, he might be able to catch him outside. For Lin Xian, this was also a chance to expose Qin Shaotian's mask. Ha ha ha, I can't be considered an expert. Then we'll see when the time comes. If that's the case, I'll go back first. I'll go back first. Yi nodded slightly, and then Qin Shaotian walked back. He had a smile on his face because he was in a good mood. He was in a good mood because he felt that Lin Xian would die in the demonic beast domain this time. This problem would be completely eradicated by him. Chapter 158. Xiao Runing walked over, looked at Lin Xian and said, "The Holy Temple is giving you a very good treatment, I think you should consider it. God's awakening door, to be honest, in my opinion, even Qin Shaotian's chances of entering the top 10 is less than 10%. No, it's at most 1%. The top geniuses from the 5 great empires are all at the same level as him. It's too difficult. So think about it. It's a very powerful place. It will change you." Lin Xian smiled and said, "I've already made my decision. Naturally, I've already thought about it. I don't want to change it. Alright, I'm just giving you a suggestion. It's fine if you've thought it through." Xiao Runing was about to leave when she suddenly thought of something. She looked at Lin Xian and said, "You're going to Linfeng City tomorrow?" Lin Xian nodded. "Yes, it's an opportunity. I want to go and take a look. Be careful. Although there's a large group following you, you still have to be careful. Also, you have to be careful. Don't get separated from others. At that distance, with your strength, if you get separated, you'll be in danger." Lin Xian nodded. "I know. Moreover, I'll be going with Senior Ling Ying tomorrow. Even if I don't understand, she'll definitely be able to help me." "That's fine too. It'll be fine with Ling Ying supervising you. Be careful not to act recklessly. Linfeng City is more than 100 kilometers away from here. If you act recklessly, you won't be able to imagine the consequences. You have to remember that you still have your sister." Lin Xian made a sound of acknowledgement. He felt that this trip was safe. That was why he went. As for Qin Shaotian, he was indeed a hidden danger. However, if Lin Xian wanted to be safe, he could just follow behind the group. Qin Shaotian definitely wouldn't be able to find a chance to attack. There was still Ling Ying. After Ling Ying and Lin Xian had sex twice, her realm had increased by 4 stars. She was a bit lazy, but it wasn't that she was lazy. She just liked to do whatever she wanted. She didn't like to kill monsters like everyone else, so normally, her level would fall behind Han Chuxue, Qin Shaotian, and the others. However, because she had increased by 4 stars, she directly reached 10 stars of the Arcane Body stage, which meant that she was about to enter the Arcane Heaven stage, the highest stage of the Arcane Body stage. She wasn't afraid of Qin Shaotian. Therefore, Lin Xian could guarantee his own safety.
Xiao Runing then walked away. Yi Yi and Lu Yufan quickly came over. Lin Xian, you're going to Lin Feng City? I heard about it, but my family didn't allow me to go. I didn't dare to go. Lu Yufan whispered. Yi Yi also nodded. They were all rich young ladies, but they weren't like Han Chuxue. They weren't cultivation maniacs. How easy would it be to live a beautiful life and marry an outstanding man? It was especially dangerous to cultivate. In any case, their families wanted them to be safe. Of course, they needed to cultivate, but they didn't need to be in a high realm. In the future, they could spend money to find experts to bring them to the mysterious body realm, or even the mysterious heaven realm. Why did they have to cultivate in such a dangerous manner? Wouldn't it be better to be a rich young lady? It was also because of their family's mentality that they weren't cultivation maniacs. Indeed, there weren't many girls who were cultivation maniacs. After all, in this era, the strong were respected. However, as long as a girl had a beautiful appearance, she would have the entire world. Don't go. Your levels are too low. Even if you follow someone, you might be in danger if you're not careful. Then you have to be careful. Don't worry. Lin Xian smiled. However, Lin Xian rejected the invitation of two major powers. Even the news of the God's awakening door spread. Lin Xian became a famous figure once again. If it was just playing hard to get, others wouldn't be interested. However, Lin Xian really rejected it. If he didn't join any power in the future, then these people would really admire Lin Xian. It would be admiration from the bottom of their hearts. After school, Lin Xian went home. Linya came back early today. She probably came to make dinner for Lin Xian. She didn't want Lin Xian to cook. During dinner, Lin Xian said to Linya, "Little fairy, I'm going to the demon beast domain tomorrow." Linya's chopsticks paused for a moment. Then, she slightly nodded and looked at Lin Xian. Is it dangerous? She didn't have the right to stop Lin Xian from going because Lin Xian needed to improve his strength. She was only worried about Lin Xian's safety. The simple question, "Is it dangerous?" was filled with concern for Linya. It's not dangerous. I'm going with a group of tens of thousands of people. There are also many experts. There's basically no danger. I've heard about this. Are you going to go out with the main forces of the three major forces? Lin Xian nodded. After hearing Lin Xian's words, Linya was slightly relieved. With tens of thousands of people going out together, even if there was danger, they would definitely be able to eliminate it with so many people. Therefore, she wasn't as worried as before. Linya had also heard about the previous incident. She knew about how dangerous the trial in the Sky Martial Court was, how many people Lin Xian had saved, and even about Lin Xian's spatial attribute. This matter couldn't be kept a secret. Linya only needed to eavesdrop a little to know about it. However, she didn't confirm it with Lin Xian. She felt that since it was already in the past, so be it. Why should she discuss it with Lin Xian? It was meaningless. She only hoped that Lin Xian would be safe. This was her only wish. She was very curious about the spiritual equipment Lin Xian had given her and the experience fruit that allowed her to level up without killing monsters. However, she didn't ask about it. She only needed to know that Lin Xian wouldn't mistreat her. She only needed to silently care for Lin Xian and take care of the things in his house for him. This was what Linya could do. When will you be back? Linya asked. Lin Xian shook his head. I'm not too sure. It's more than 100 kilometers away. With so many people, it'll take a long time to go back and forth. Normally, it'll take 3 to 4 hours to travel 100 kilometers in the demonic beast territory. It'll take 6 to 7 hours for a round trip. If we stay there for a while, I'm afraid it'll be the next day at the earliest. The next day? Then remember to send me a message. Lin Xian affectionately scratched Lin Ya's delicate nose and smiled. Don't worry. Little fairy, you're the most important. Sweet talker, Linya rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. However, she was happy and a little shy. No matter how big the world is, your life is the most important. Lin Ye said. No, you're more important than my life. Lin Xian said seriously. Lin Ye's heart trembled slightly. Her beautiful eyes stared blankly at Lin Xian. What's wrong? Lin Xian looked at Lin Ye and wanted to laugh. Little Xian, you can't have these kinds of thoughts. Lin Ye looked at Lin Xian seriously. Why? My life isn't important, but your life is different. You can't have these kinds of thoughts in the future. Pada, Lin Xian put his chopsticks on the table. He used a little too much strength. Lin Ye was shocked. Chapter 159. Lin Xian looked at Lin Ye with a serious expression. There was even a hint of anger on his face. This was the first time Lin Ye had seen Lin Xian angry. She suddenly felt very nervous. She didn't know what she said wrong to make Lin Xian angry. Little fairy, if you say something like that again, I'll really get angry. Lin Xian said seriously, what do you mean your life isn't important? Why is my life more important than yours? Lin Ye didn't know how to respond to Lin Xian. In my eyes, you're more important than anything else. You're not allowed to say that again. Lin Ye lowered her head like a child who had done something wrong. I understand. That's right. Although she looked a little wronged, Lin Ye slowly felt warm in her heart. Little fairy, tomorrow night. Why don't you ask Miss Xiao to sleep with you? Lin Ye raised her head and looked at Lin Xian with a suspicious expression. Why? We just slept together last night. What if something happened to Ning Ning? Then you should ask her. At most, you two can go shopping tonight and watch a movie to relax. Then you can let her sleep at home. Lin Xian said. He was actually worried. He felt that if Qin Xiaotian found out that he was out, would he find someone to make a move on Lin Ye? Lin Ye had the ice spirit snow congealed pearl that Lin Xian had given to her to protect her, but he felt that at least with Xiao Runing accompanying her tomorrow night, he would feel more at ease. As for why, Lin Xian wouldn't tell Lin Ye. He didn't want her to be afraid. Okay. Then I'll ask her tomorrow. Lin Ye didn't know what Lin Xian was trying to do, but she saw that Lin Xian was very serious. She only needed to know that Lin Xian wouldn't harm her. In that case, all she had to do was to follow Lin Xian's instructions. As for Xiao Runing, Lin Xian also planned to tell her. As for the reason, he would just make it up. That night, Lin Xian didn't sleep with Lin Ye because he was thinking about something. Even if they slept together, he wouldn't be in the mood to do anything. The next morning, Lin Xian made breakfast and left. He called a taxi and drove to Ling Ying's house. Miss Xiao. Lin Xian called. What's the matter? It was rare for Lin Xian to call her. Xiao Runing was more curious. Nothing much. I just had dinner with my little fairy last night. She wants to go shopping and watch a movie with you tonight. Do you have time? Xiao Runing couldn't help but laugh. You can just tell me this. Why would I bother you? That's right. You also know that my little fairy is extremely cold when she's outside, but she's extremely gentle when she's at home. Actually, she's a very shy person when she's with her friends. Ha ha ha. I know that. I have nothing to do every day. Of course, I'm happy to go. Lin Xian smirked. You're not a good teacher. You have nothing to do every day. People who don't know would think that you're a teacher. Do you think that I'm a cultural teacher in Tianhua Academy? The teachers in Sky Martial Court don't have much to do. Okay, I'm going out. I'll look for your sister when I don't have class. Also, be careful when you go to the beast territory. You must be careful. Lin Xian felt warm in his heart. He nodded. Got it. Bye-bye, Mua. You're not serious. Xiao Runing complained and then hung up the phone. Phew. Lin Xian breathed a sigh of relief. If that was the case, Lin Ye shouldn't be in danger. Then, Lin Xian could focus on his own matters. There were only 2 reasons for this trip. First, to broaden his horizons. In Lin Xian's impression, he had only stayed in Tianhua City. At most, he had gone as far as Deep Cold Valley some time ago. Actually, he knew too little about the outside world. At most, he learned about it from the internet. Broadening one's horizons was very important, and it was also related to experience. For example, those who went out often would know the distance, the level of the beasts, where it was dangerous, where there were fewer beasts, and so on. These were all very important. The second reason was to level up. It was more than 100 kilometers away from where humans lived. Naturally, God Concentration Realm beasts were as common as dogs. Arcane Body Realm beasts were everywhere. Lin Xian needed to level up his realm. He was now a 4-star Arcane Body Realm cultivator. The 2-star reward from completing the mission was an unexpected reward, but it was still not enough. He needed to reach at least 6-star. Only then would he have some confidence in dealing with a 10-star Arcane Body Realm cultivator. Fighting a 4-star Arcane Body Realm cultivator wasn't too difficult for Lin Xian. But if it was Qin Xiaotian's level, it would still be difficult. Lin Xian didn't know exactly what Qin Xiaotian's realm was. He planned for the worst-case scenario, 10-star Arcane Body Realm. He couldn't possibly be at the Arcane Heaven Realm. Click, with Ling Ying's house key, Lin Xian opened the door and walked in. Ling Ying was wearing pink kawaii pajamas and lying on the sofa. She was playing with her phone with her legs crossed. Then, she sat up and looked at Lin Xian warily. What's with that expression? Don't tell me you're chatting with other guys behind my back? Lin Xian told her that he would come over. Because he was delivering breakfast to her, he made Lin Ya's breakfast. Naturally, he also made one for Ling Ying. What a scumbag system. Lin Xian felt that he was a warm guy. Lin Xian placed the breakfast on the table for Ling Ying. He opened it and said, "Hurry up and eat." "What's the hurry? The team only departs at 10. Ling Ying walked over in her slippers and put a piece of meat paste cake made by Lin Xian into her mouth. "Oh, your craftsmanship is really good." Lin Xian smiled. "Nonsense. I was counting on you to serve me. Now, it's me serving you." "I told you to hurry up because I have to go to the Bounty Hunter Guild to find some friends before 9. "Okay, sit down and eat too." Ling Ying knew that Lin Xian had finished cooking, but she hadn't eaten yet. "Feed me." Lin Xian looked at Ling Ying and grinned. "How dare you?" Ling Ying rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. Then, she pinched a small piece of meat and handed it over. "Open your mouth." Lin Xian sucked Ling Ying's finger into his mouth. Ling Ying quickly pulled it back. "Pervert." Ling Ying's face turned slightly red. "I heard about what happened yesterday afternoon. Why didn't you agree to the God's Awakening door?" Ling Ying looked at Lin Xian and asked. It was easy for Ling Ying to find out about this. However, she was shocked when she heard it. The God's Awakening door was also her goal. However, Lin Xian didn't want this opportunity. To put it simply, I don't want to be tied down by other factions, and I don't want to owe anyone a favor. God's Awakening door, why do I have to force them to give me this opportunity? Why can't I fight for a spot with my own strength like everyone else? Lin Xian took a bite and looked at Ling Ying as he spoke. About that, someone actually said that they won't update. Damn. The update time is between 12 and 12:10 every day. Don't say that again after you finish all 5 chapters. Sob sob sob. That you're tuning in to the Narrate and Escape YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.